Years.
Every once in a while, D presents me and Sue. Usually, it's a conversation between D and Sue, and I'm like busy doing stuff, and then, long story short, D be like, "Hey CJ, so got a question for you," and usually it's followed up with, "All right, D, what's up?" Yeah, so we're not doing Wing Commander. Me and Sue
Yeah.
talked about it, and I was like,
This was funny.
hmm.
This was funny
I still think me
because
and you could do Wing Commander, just because we and you got a lot to talk about that. But in terms of
yes and
3BG,
no.
Oh, I would pay. No. I'm interjecting real quick. I would pay money to hear the two of you find something to talk about within the movie itself, not
Ooh,
referencing nothing outside of it. I'm talking
well, you
specifically
have to
that
you
hour.
you
No, Chris, I'm
that's the
talking
problem.
specifically that hour and 45 minutes of
no
nothing
you
I
have
sat through.
you have to reference the game with respect to that movie, because if you were somebody
This
that
movie didn't
no
respect
no
the game.
no, well, I'm saying, no, I didn't say it respected the game. I said
You said with respect.
no, I said you have to sit there and talk about the game with, well, the movie with respect to the game. I should have said
The
that.
movie. I
But
mean, it was,
the
Chris,
point is the point is that's the only way to do that, because most people, they're just going to take Wing Commander as, well, I guess this represent the game, and they don't know any better. So you have to kind of get that correlation in there with that. But
Chris,
it's
the movie didn't do it. Why should
I
we?
didn't sit there and say it did. You're not understanding me. What I'm
No, I'm
saying is
understanding you clearly. I'm just
what I'm
saying.
saying is that's why I
Why
said
should
me and
we?
D could
Stop,
probably get more
stop,
miles out. But the
stop,
point is,
stop, Chris. The movie had nothing like saffron burrows in the front or in the back.
Thank
So let's
you.
stop that.
no. The point
It
is,
also look. It also did have nothing in the front and the back like Matthew Lillard.
the point is, at most we probably would have got like 30 minutes out of material,
30
and that would have been
minutes.
done.
You know what? It's
So
We
so
being
funny that
nice.
it's so
no,
funny.
that's not being nice. It'll be 30 minutes. That's it. Because you can
Like
get
real,
30 minutes out of that movie.
like real talk. At best on 2K, Shucky Cario's like an 81. It's fun to see an 81 play like a 66, isn't it?
But the point is, D presented us with two
Well, no, this
options.
is what happened. I'm gonna tell everybody what actually happened. I was sitting there looking at the movie. Now I've seen this movie twice, maybe 3 times, right? And I'm sitting there and I just realized, like, fuck, I ain't got that much meat on the bone. So I called up Eris. Gentlemen, I think we should do another movie. All right, what should we do? We should do Varsity Blues. Wow. That's kind of long, don't you think, D? James Vanderbeek. You want to do the Predator? Let's do the Predator, D. Yay!
Listen,
Predator 2
Wait,
was just
listen.
easy.
Hold on. First of all,
Chris,
what's up,
hush.
everybody? Welcome back to another 3BG Audible. Like CJD and Tsunami here. Yeah, we talking Predator. But before that, yeah, the whole setup was yes, I had nothing for Wing Commander. I'm pretty sure Chris might have threw at least 20 minutes worth of something that at this movie. But when D hit me up and he clearly had
Chris is
nothing.
actually no. It's funny. Chris is actually crestfallen a little bit, man.
No, because my thing is this:
He had a joke.
I like Wing Commander, so it'll be more so me talking about the movie, but also talking about the game and shitting on the movie in the process and stuff. Because it's like, damn, this movie didn't have Biff Tannen in it. The shit didn't have Mark Hamill in it. God
No
damn.
Malcolm McDowell.
Yeah, no Malcolm McDowell. Like, it'll be me and D just shitting all over the movie and like, huh?
How you like those always in Eris? It's a fun little fact. What's the name of that alien race? The Qatari. The Qatari, right? The Qatari, yeah. Fun little fact about them, Eris. Think of
nothing like those.
That's what I'm saying. Think of what you saw them in the movie. They look like bald cats. Well, the way they look like was, think of Mufasa if he had like a space fleet outfit on. That's how they're supposed to look.
Actually, Shere Khan from Tailspin, but with mane and shit.
Yeah, that's actually probably a better way of saying it, like that. Think of a villainous lion or a villainous tiger with a mane. Think of that. That's how they look. No, they said, let's shave these niggas.
Bump up the production values.
But here's the thing, Chris. Here's the thing. The production values are shit. Only thing we have to say is this. The movie had this one scene where they blew up one of the Qatari, like, yeah! And here come Jurgen Prock now. Everybody quiet! Quiet! And everybody like, quiet. They can hear us. You're in the vacuum
of space.
Of space.
They treated space like it was a sub, like you're in the hunt for the Red October, but in space.
They said, "Be quiet."
Quiet. They can hear
our
radar. Well, you know, space Wing Commander.
Guys,
The point is, though,
we're talking about the movie.
the point is, D gave us the option of Varsity Blues and Predator 2. Now, as much as I would love to talk about the James Van Der Beek and all that, I don't remember much of the movie.
The beak.
The Beak.
The beak.
I didn't remember. Like, I remember the movie, but I didn't remember enough that would be entertaining for a podcast.
Put it this way:
But
all I remember is that coach doing a short arm lariat to one of them damn children, and everybody's favorite line in the world:
sex and football.
I don't want your life.
But also,
sex and football.
That too, but also,
that beautiful line, Eris. Thank you very much.
But guys, also, it would have been me. It would have been us making jokes about CTE in a way.
Ooh.
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
Yeah. Oh, the CTE jokes would have been through the roof.
They would have been fly. Especially when your boy got carted off on the end like he's a hero.
I can go back in there, coach.
I'm like, dog, you are 17.
You're about to Chris Benoit, the cheerleader. Don't do that. No.
That boy went home. Look, he committed suicide years later. We all know. Come on.
Actually, it was
90s football, y'all. 90s football. Y'all know the deal.
Look, D. Let me ask you this before we talk about Predator 2, though.
Self-deletion. Thank you, Eris.
Before we get into it, though, who had the worst of the CTE? Even though I know it's different. Would you rather have Billy Blank's CTE and then shooting a motherfucker with a 9 in Last Boy Scout? Or Billy Bob having a CTE and he's supposed to protect the quarterback and almost got the quarterback killed.
Every time I close my eyes, wake up feeling so hard.
All right, I'm leaving the clips alone.
Don't touch them clips ever again. We get rid of bitches. Oh God.
No, I'm just saying it's like
but they did right themselves. Thank you, Chris.
I mean, Billy Blank's having the CTE and the gambling problem.
You can't do that. I was drinking and you said that, and all I thought was a life of bitch.
A man had CTE, had a gambling problem, decided fuck it, bust out the blicky. Bip.
That nigga took out a hammer and started shooting everybody on the motherfucking defense, yeah. Joe, just think about it. You just a regular ass motherfucking strong safety.
Wait a minute.
Doing your job.
Wait a minute.
Coming out there trying to go at his shoulders. Come on, bro.
Wait a minute. Didn't they recycle that from the fan?
No, that wasn't the fan. That was Last Boy Scout.
Yeah, that was Last Boy
Scout.
The episode that 3 Black Geeks did for Working Time Sports.
Your brain thinks it's the fan, but it's not.
I'm just saying. Nah, I'm just seeing a rain down Robert De Niro.
You saw the rain and the blicky, but you forgot that was a one-on-one situation. It wasn't in front of fans. That was one-on-one on a beach.
And somebody, you probably asked yourself,
no, it was inside of a baseball field.
Well,
they
were alone inside the stadium.
Yeah, they were alone in the stadium in the heaviest rain on planet Earth.
Yeah, and somebody's probably asking yourself, what was that movie about? Oh, it was a crazy white man that wanted to kill Barry Bonds. That was pretty much it. Like, I don't know what else to tell you.
But anyways, so Predator 2, I did have vivid memories because when we were doing Prey, and we were
real quick, and I'm sorry to stop you. I'm really sorry to stop you on this. That brings up one interesting thing, and I bet a couple of y'all probably ask yourself, hey, 3 Black Geeks, didn't y'all say y'all want to do franchise month no more? Y'all did Prey. Y'all just did the Predator last week, and now you're doing Predator 2. Are y'all going to do Predators? No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
We love the movie, but we're not.
No. I mean, not next week.
Not next week, but yes, we are.
But yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
And I hate to be that one. And because of what happened with Wing Commander, I'm gonna have to just watch movies first before I approve them. We fuck around and do Requiem if I think there's enough meat on that damn bone.
No, but is there enough meat on the bone of Requiem?
You two can have fun with that.
Requiem, there is about
Requiem, 40, the first 45, one, probably not.
45 minutes of material for Requiem alone.
It is.
Yeah.
Requiem is so. I know Requiem is
for
so
less
dumb.
than an hour.
Yeah, AVP is just like, no. But 45, yeah, nah. That if in fact I would sit there and say, fuck it, we just combined the three worst of them: AVP, AVP2, and the Predator. Boom, all three done.
I don't want nothing
That's
to do
terrible.
with it.
I don't want to touch the Predator either.
I want
man.
nothing to do with it.
It's kind of fun. You know what, Chris? You know what's kind of interesting though?
Mhm.
Something I didn't notice. When it's not a white man, people ask questions. In the one Predator movie that everybody wants to bring up. Now, look, no offense to Adrian Brody. I like Adrian Brody. I didn't hear nobody get mad at that.
Yeah,
Danny Glover winning?
Well, D, hold on.
It's racist.
Hold on,
That's
D.
racist,
Wait. D, first of all, you had to hear people even talk about Predators.
Yeah, that was
As good as that movie was, I did not hear that many people talk about it.
No, but remember when it came out.
Complaining about the ending.
But here's the thing: when that movie
came
came out, it was more talk on the message boards during this, because Predators came out during the
2010.
during the latter part of the message board era. So there was a lot of talk on message boards than it was on Twitter at the time. So and that was early Twitter.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like nowadays the Predators came out, it'll be more talk on Twitter and now been there. But that time it was like all the message boards were ablaze about Predators. So, but unfortunately, the Predator, well, I would say fortunately, because I really didn't like the Predator that much. The Predator got tore to shreds on social media.
Oh,
so I was like,
we thought it was going to be good. We all did. And just...
But anyway, so
Right.
what's weird about Predator 2 is that when we were doing the Predator 1 podcast, we were prepping for it. I watched Predator 1. And if you're watching on Hulu or any streaming service, it's always, hey, did you like the Predator? Hey, how about you watch Predator 2? All right, fuck it. Why not watch Predator 2? And then it did it to me again. It says, hey, you want to watch Predators? Fine, let's watch Predators and just finish it off. And
hey, you want to watch Alien versus Predator? I'm going to bed.
yeah, I did. That's
Going
pretty
to
much how I
bed.
said. I was like, and we're done.
My favorite. You want to watch Predator? I mean, you want to watch Alien versus Predator? I see the link for it, but it says add to my watch list or remove from watch list. It doesn't even have the play button. It
Now,
was taken off of Hulu.
now to be fair,
Or errors like this. No, I don't want to watch it. I'm going to bed. 17-minute porn. Let's go.
now to be fair,
I'm going to hit
now,
decline.
now Requiem on the other hand, that's background noise to me, and it only gets good once the wolf predator rolls on the earth and starts wrecking everybody. I'm like, thank you, I'll watch it. Why not?
That's what we
but
call
anyways,
little things, Christopher.
But here's the thing: the Predator 2, this is where it jump started me into wanting to get into the Dark Horse comics when they came out, because jumping ahead, the ending scene with all the Predators decloaking in front of Danny Glover, that blew my mind as a fucking kid. Like, oh shit, there's like fucking 15 of them. What's gonna happen?
Universe.
Yeah, it's like, because I mean, yes, we could talk about the xenomorph skeleton. That's fine. That's like low.
I was just gonna mention that, but
yeah, that's low hanging fruit. That's like, all right, yes, I'm excited. But when you see all 15 of them, the Predators decloak, you're like, oh shit, what's gonna happen? And he does what he does. But like that captured my imagination on top of the Capcom fighting game.
Real quick, CJ. Since we're talking about the ending here, I guess we can Tarantino this bitch.
Yeah, we'll go all through it. Yeah.
Like from that part in the ending, this should have gave everybody all the hype necessary for Danny Glover when he said, and I quote, all right,
There you go.
who's next?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, this moment right here was insane.
Hold on, I'm gonna get to that in a second. When he said that, I was like, yo, sweaty ass Danny Glover want all the smoke with y'all.
Yep.
So,
Looking at that as an adult, Eris, I remember as a kid, I'm already seeing Danny Glover, who's in motherfucking regular ass shoes and in slacks, sweating like these slaves.
Slacks and suspenders.
You know what I'm saying? Sweating like he was in the middle of a field and shit.
Yep.
Yes, heat stroke. Heat stroke Danny Glover.
Yeah, he had
let me
that
tell you
bright,
something.
he had that bright peach colored ass shirt.
First off, we have to talk about the Steve Harvey fit that Danny Glover had on.
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, dog.
He rocked this fit This fit the entire movie.
Now-
You going ahead and hang that shirt on the rafters like a retired NBA.
You have
athlete.
to. Yeah. You have to. I still want sweat stains too. I want the sweat stains too.
I'm looking
Here's
at
what-
I'm looking
hey,
at the
guys.
Predator. I'm looking at the Predator going, let's think about this, y'all. You got your ass whooped by a dude wearing that.
That shirt held up. It got ripped,
Hey.
but it still held.
Hey, let me tell you something. As a kid watching it, I'm dead serious. It is very weird of seeing. You know what, Chris?
Mhm.
This is something that we always talked about. I always said we as black people, we have to mention everyman. This was one of those moments for me as a kid, seeing, like I said, regular Danny Glover with that fucking destructo disc in his hand. I'm as a kid, I'm 6, 8, whatever. I don't know how old I am. I'm watching the movie, but I'm like at the edge of my seat, waiting for this motherfucker to cut him and all the rest of it, and he wins. Like I said, sweaty, like he on top of Oprah Winfrey in what's the name?
Beloved.
Who's next?
Here's the kicker.
I'm
Danny
like,
Glover,
get him, nigga.
Danny
get him.
Glover, he did get in shape for this movie because you could tell he did, like he was in shape. But it wasn't like when we talked about with Predator 1 where it was like Arnold there, like ripped.
He was
got
every
eight packs.
man. He
It
was every man
It
shape.
was like your dad before he had kids.
It's every man shape.
Every
No,
dad
that's
before
your
they
dad.
had kids.
That's your dad. That's your dad when you was only like 5 years old. He still had some of his running speed.
Yeah, your mom wasn't cooking,
Heavy
fried
yet.
chicken. Yeah, she wasn't cooking heavy yet. It's like, all right.
No, look, it's like, why did mom started cooking like that, Dad? Ain't none of your business, son. What you mean your mama was going through at the time.
It's like, yeah, it's funny.
I'm sorry I had to make that dark. I don't make nothing light.
I mean, you're right, D, because there is a trajectory. It's not really hard times, but there's a trajectory with like, I feel that's with every person that becomes a dad, where it's like you're in shape, and then all of a sudden, like your wife or whoever, once they start cooking, not necessarily heavy, but they cooking some real good food, home cooking food. It's like, whew, that stuff kind of catches up with you, don't it?
Or they stop cooking. We losing recipes, Christopher. We losing.
But also, like, dog, I have to put this out here. So my man here, how do you wear? Where's it at? I just had it.
Are you about to break out? Well, you about to break his regular shirt? Oh yeah.
My boy is wearing this long ass jacket in this hot ass 95-degree weather. Why?
In 1997 LA.
With the beret. Oh, the beret don't leave. The Kango don't leave. In fact,
Kango don't leave. Nah.
In fact, he turned that bitch back once when he was about to get his work on before, he became a rafter. He started hanging up in the mouth.
But guys, let me present you with this, and I'm gonna err to Sue here. So Sue, if you were a person that partook in the cocaine like this man here, what would you do? What would your reaction to be to see a cloaking figure drop down? Would you like really freak out, or would you just be like, the fuck is going on?
See, first of all, I don't think the cocaine had enough time to even hit.
You sure? Because this shit here.
I think that was genuine freak out. I don't even think the coke even hit him yet.
You think? I don't know. I thought the coke hit him.
No. The coke
The coke don't hit that quick, bro.
Yes, it does actually.
With
Coke
that amount of
does
blow
hit
that
very-
he sniffed out of that shit, like.
Oh yeah. You going to look? No, this is what happened. What you
That could have been a
mean
bad
is-
batch.
No, it ain't a bad batch. It's called a freak out, meaning that you were already high, but then something happens that eclipses what you already think is already high. Meaning that, sure, the clouds are moving, but wait.
Because
yes, you're blissed out your mind, but you're focused.
Well, let me answer.
How many white guys have you worked with who were clearly on cocaine and got shit done?
Well, let me answer Chris's question. I would say genuine freak out with just a hint of coke rage, because
would you question whether the coke is fucking with your head in that moment or what? Like, would it be the first stabbing in the chest from your boy before you start freaking out? Or
no, see, but here's the thing. Because isn't this the same dude that was on the rooftop that saw him?
He got, real talk. We're bringing it back to Metal Gear. He had a fucking cyborg ninja moment.
Nigga.
I mean, he looked and saw him on the roof right behind Danny Glover, took both freaking Uzis and tried shooting at it. But when Danny Glover took him out before the Predator could, Predator's like, wait, hold up. I know I had my blaster ready. I was about to kill him. What took him? Oh, this sweaty ass nigga did.
I like how Danny Glover.
All right, hold on. Hold up. All right, let me open this up. Let me break out the Pokedex on on this sweaty ass black dude here who got the jump
Danny
on
Glover
him.
needed a Fiji water on that rooftop because goddamn, man, that my man sat there and like he saw the Predator in cloak and the Predator was like, ah shit, does he see me? Let me go ahead and duck down.
Yo, okay, now Danny Glover.
Errors.
Now with
Race, Negro, breed, Afro-Kin, American. Height, 6 foot, 6'1".
Tight.
Weight,
Unbridled.
hey, D, special skills include sweating profusely.
This type of Negro is actually very evasive. Also, they are known for their high endurance and just have to be honest. In the English language, they say some niggers are just hard to kill. Here's a Predator. This might be the one.
I wish Shaggy.
No.
Shaggy's in the building.
No, shout outs to Shaggy. This one got me. Shout outs to Brian. My man did the focus. Keep those eyes open. Hold on. This is quote unquote the future. The movie came out in 92, but the story takes place in 1997 LA.
My man's eyes were wide the fuck open on that shit. Goddamn.
Yeah. Keep those eyes
he
open.
went-
Thank you for that.
This dude went full Asimov Solensen.
Hey, Eris, look, guys, I like that we're talking about this because if I'm not mistaken, we are drawing near on the last bit of these movies we can talk about this, man. We think we know where all the coke came from. Mr. Joel ain't good enough. Silver.
Mr. Joel, no, wait, hold up. Mr. Joel, the Dust, Silver.
like it'd be funny if Joel Silver here heard us for years like this. Guys, I love that you're fans of me, but come on, I never did cocaine like this. Hey Joel, let me see you on the pinky finger. Why?
Hold up, hey Joel. Does that ring finger of yours have a false bottom?
You know what, guys? There's a lot of talk
He
that you
hides
say.
this coke in there.
Know what I'm doing. Guys, you're talking a lot right now. And I love this. I love the energy right now. Here, have a free sticker on behalf of WB Discovery. Nigga, this is a regular look, here's me. It says Time Warner. And we look up, he gone.
I'm like, Joel, hold up, Joel. Are you wearing a spoon around your neck?
Let me ask y'all this though. Predator 2, it's weird. Predator 2.
Hey man, you got a milk mustache. Oh.
Hey D, hold up, D. Oh, sorry about that.
Eris, best one. Hey, what's up, Mr. Hey, Mr. Silver, what's up? Hey, Mr. Silver. Hey man, you sweating, man. It's like 9 o'clock. What's cool?
For you guys, let me ask y'all this. For the longest time, Predator 2, before Shane Black said "Hold my beer" and put out the Predator, and then we got those 2 AVP movies. For the longest time, Predator 2 always got that stigma of people hating it a lot. Now, I know a lot of people weren't fans of the Predator going into the city, but I was like, I felt that was inevitable personally, because I mean, like
people. That's because people weren't they weren't fully ready for the argument that we all make today, which is, hey, take any point in time, throw a Predator in it, it works.
And especially in the 90s and the 80s, a lot of people was like, no, you changed the formula. This is stupid.
Also number 2, it's a Predator movie with no Arnold.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like because I always liken Predator 2 to like RoboCop 2, where a lot of people talk shit about it, but we still love it, you know, at the end of the day. And that's how I am with Predator 2. It's like
RoboCop 2 was unfairly shit on, whereas 3 deserves it.
Yeah, and I think Predator 2 unfairly deserves the shit. It's like I get some of the complaints in terms of like, oh, you didn't like these stereotype drug dealers, which I'm like, well, that's the 90s. You're gonna get that. Like,
Nigga's name was King Louis.
King Louis. That's the nigga that if your name is King
Louis that runs the Yardies in LA.
Here's Here's the thing I always laugh about when it comes
Any
to
man looking like this, he better be called King Willie. Shit.
Hey guys,
Wait.
guys.
Hold on.
Hey yo,
I don't.
hey, yo.
Hey, wait. Do you? Hey, no. I don't know. I don't know who he is, but I know where he is.
Oh, hey, Chris, keep that up. You know what I see? So, King Willie, you gonna tell me what's up? I'm gonna tell you one thing about these crackers. These crackers do not believe me. Yes, I'm a Jamaican nigga today, but I can tell you one thing. These motherfucking crackers. yeah. I'm sorry, man. That nigga look like Paul Mooney to me.
He really does.
That is Paul Mooney in dreadlock wig, bro.
Now here's the kicker too, real quick. I know we're jumping ahead.
I can tell you one other thing that will happen. OJ will be in that white Bronco.
My man had chicken bones on a fucking trash can. I fucking died. I was like, that is so stereotype.
Hey, guys,
Put it on the trash can lid and had the nerve to say, "This is Dread Detective." Dread.
Now here's the thing. Here's D. And I know probably one or two of our white friends are probably asking ourselves, "Hey guys, so what's so wrong about this?" Yeah, I know it's a stereotype. It ain't that bad of a stereotype. It is a bad stereotype. You want to know why? Why, D? Hey, white people, I think you're confusing Haitian and Jamaican at the same goddamn time.
Hey, Chris.
Jamaican voodoo. Have y'all heard of that?
I'm just mad we got denied this.
Oh yeah.
We were we were denied this, but you want to know what I saw?
That is a loading screen on GTA.
You want to know what I saw, Chris, when this moment happened?
Mm-hmm.
Looking back on it today, I said, "Who?" So this gave birth to King Ezekiel in Walking Dead.
Man. King Willie crawled so fucking Ezekiel could walk.
Put it back up.
That is put that back up. That is a loading screen.
D got one for you. You know what I heard? Or else I'm about to catch a case.
Look, dog. Here's what got me. Every person. Actually, if we're gonna take it a step further, here's what got me. We'll talk stereotypes, white folks. They did this bullshit. They killed a Colombian dude and it by cutting his heart out. And I was like, I don't think that's how this works.
Again, guys. I look. I understand that Haitian voodoo, all the rest of that, even to regular black people, that crack can be that crack can be scary. You're confusing Jamaica with Haiti.
They didn't care.
Jamaica.
They didn't care.
Haiti.
Listen, they didn't care.
French. Look, hold on. French niggas, British niggas that refuse to speak English correctly.
Basically, Asian, Jamaican, Trinidadian, Ape African.
They all African ape. Thank you, nigga. Ape African.
All I'm saying is that part right there in the movie. Like, Chris, put it back up.
Oh, the picture.
Yeah, put that picture back up.
Put that picture back up, nigga. Look at this shit.
This part right here. Hold on. I just want to point out. They interrupted a whole ass sex scene just to kill these people.
I know, right?
My man was in the middle of getting his rocks off. He had a Colombian. Hold on, wait. He had a Colombian chick bouncing the shit out of his shit. Right?
Titties were tittying
at full speed. And all of that got completely interrupted by not only these guys, but then the Predator coming in. The amount of psychological trauma of this woman being left alive.
Speaking of psychological trauma, real quick on my end of that, I totally forgot there was a sex scene. Now my kids are in the car. We're waiting on this motherfucking pizza to be made, right? I heard, I'm like, shit, and I just slapped the phone off the thing. Now they can't hear nothing because my son, now my oldest, laughing because he like got 1 second of a boob going up, and he's like, ah. The other two, too slow, pops. The best thing, my middle child, always the angel. What's going on? My youngest, who is not 4 yet. Why you do that, Dad? Can't. He said, "Why you do that? I can't see."
Me as an 8-year-old. I've seen as an 8-year-old seeing that, I'm like, I've seen softcore that's done more than this. So,
Boy, I didn't really see boob and here. God,
and
I feel
my
old.
parents were ones that I've said multiple times. Rated R movies that had sex scenes, get out the room, Chris. All right.
I didn't get to see boobs in motion until I was like 8 or 9. Like, because before that, yeah, old school Playboy.
My parents did that shit to me for fucking Players Club. I'm like, guys, I've seen tits before. Like, what
Daddy,
are
come on, man.
Hey,
I
Chris,
seen
you
the
know
titty
how-
before.
Hey, Chris, you know
Hold
how-
on. Did you get this one? Where did you see?
Hey, Chris,
I know, right?
Hey, Chris, you know how messed up it is? They'll tell you to go. They'll tell you to get out the room, and they'll tell you to come back 5 minutes after the scene is already
I need
over
to
with.
actually let me pause.
Hey, Aaron, stop. 5. You mean 34 seconds later?
Actually, let me positive with this.
Sometimes it's 5 minutes if they don't know it. If they don't know the movie.
It was
Nah,
mainly
keep him out for a while. I didn't want his ass asking questions, fucking up the plot.
It was mainly my mom, but my dad. I remember one time we were watching one of those one of the Don Dragon Wilson movies that he had that was on Showtime, and I think it had a sex scene in it, right? And I'm about to walk out, but I was like, "What are you doing?" And we were just watching it, and it was like it was the most tame, dude. It was the most
tame as fuck.
It was tame because number one, it was just side boobs. It wasn't the full, but it was just side boobs. And it was just like the soft core thrusting. That's it. And I was like, huh. Okay. Like it was just like that's it. Like,
I mean, you saw no insertion.
Yeah, there was no insertion. It was just like, all right, cool,
No
fine.
We saw dry humping at most.
I mean, yeah.
At best, it was a lot of dry humping.
Yeah. But it also begs the question. So
Interesting. Thank you.
So was the Predator a peeping Tom? Was he just waiting for the thrusting to end before he came in to kill himself?
He was looking for anything that, like all predators, he looks for anything that that looks remotely close to an actual weapon.
Because that's
exactly.
He looks for anything that looks anything remotely close to a weapon, then makes a strike.
But here's my thing.
Also, Chris, you're missing out on a big thing with this. Not only does he stalks his prey, but when his prey are caught in a situation like this, you goddamn right he's jerking off. Well, I don't know why you thought he wasn't.
I mean, I'm just saying, can you imagine he just sits back in the cut like, guys.
Oh, you know he is.
Oh, shit.
Actually, Chris, I really
Chris,
don't want to do this. I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it. It's it's Dutch and the boys murking all those Russians right when the Predator was about to do it.
Yeah.
They just beat him to the punch.
Because think about it. My man, the Colombian dude, had no idea the Jamaicans were going to kick in the door, waving the 4-4 and shit, and hang him up from a string and stuff, and put all the blood on it. I like how he was like, "I can give you money." I'm like, dude, you can't haggle with these Jamaicans. They don't they're not going to take your money, man. Just
dude, these are Jamaicans that are doing voodoo. I think it's long past.
Money does not
common
mean
sense is gone.
These are the same. Hold on, you gotta wait. You gotta wait until an action Trump decides to take them down.
We'll keep David with the assist.
I love the fact that you said it like it's an animal, an action Trump. Like we can breed that. Was it like some type of Pokemon?
A wild action Trump.
Action Trump has to come to
Pump
LA.
action shotgun edition.
No. You said
with the striker Keith David.
When you said wild action Trump appears, I just see like Steven Seagal and just a wife beater and regular jeans. And then you throw a Pokeball in his head.
With the gut hanging over it with the wife beater on.
Like, no, here, look, somebody. Hey, D, it's a magical Pokemon. Here's me. It's Steven Seagal. Throw it at it. Boom, bloom. It's not moving. Clink. Wait a minute. He didn't fight. He never fights.
Yo, that whole sequence was wild because that Predator was like, shit, smorgasbords. Let's go.
Boy, you know he wanted to. Wow. You know what? This is one thing I give you. This is one thing I give you Haitians. You know how to kill people. We Jamaican, man. Really?
Same thing.
Meanwhile, the ladies over in the corner like, what the fuck they shooting at?
Oh, by the way, somebody probably asked yourself, hey D, how did you know that the Predator was jerking off? You're right.
Get the hell out of here, Bill and Brian. Get the hell out.
A normal fighting type. He's not wrong.
I mean,
Brian,
wrong.
That is an excellent joke. That is an excellent one.
Oh wow! You know what? Hold up, Brian. Thank you.
That's an
I literally had
excellent
that
one.
image in my head of a Pokedex.
How do
of
you think I
action
feel
trophies
right
and
now?
Stats next to him,
And
this is
now
a
the
normal
fact that and just to add the bonus of the fact that the newer Pokemon
with
games
the PS2 hands.
but the newer Pokemon games now, hybrid fucking types are like uber powerful now. So that means Action Trump is uber powerful Pokemon now.
God,
He's uber
you gotta
powerful.
think,
He's uber powerful until the season 2 patch.
boy, just imagine his evolution. All his evolutions, he just gets fatter and lazier. There's not that much power with him.
But the Aikido gets more powerful.
But it comes
What
with a
a-
cooldown meter, Chris. Each move comes with a cooldown meter.
So basically, what you're saying is it's seismic toss, where it's a cooldown period. And you can't do it back to back.
Dude,
You can't spam any of his moves.
Dude, you get to his final evolution, which is him right now. Bandana, glasses, beard, Action Trump. Was like this. Oh, hey, this nigga ain't got no Aikido moves no more.
Now here's the thing. So our squad.
Wait a minute. Before somebody asks, hey D, does the Predator jerk off? You know what? You are absolutely right. That's terrible. He takes off his helmet and starts playing with his mouth. You happy? You happy that D said the joke? You happy that D made a vagina joke about the Predator? Because it happened.
Yes, he is. Seagull is Slaking. He lived long enough to become a Slaking. Yes. Because Slaking is a normal fighting type.
Yeah,
Yes.
he is. He is. Ain't Slaking, but don't he get like more like powerful or something?
Here's the thing.
His speed is like shit. I know his speed is like
basically
zero.
he does a powerful move, and then his next move he gets lazy.
Like,
and it's like
lazy, he
Sly
goes to
King is
sleep,
laying-
right? He goes to sleep,
Either
right?
go to sleep, or he's just Sly King is laying around. Is going to do the move, and I'm like, that's why I don't use that Pokemon, because that Pokemon go fuck itself in that game sometimes.
Boy, I will never forget. I thought I was big and bad, and one of them trainers brought that out, and I was like, I'm about to knock this nigga out. This nigga did rage and took out the half my squad.
You use a bird Pokemon, sir.
Dude, I don't know what I was doing. What was that? I was playing Emerald. I forgot what happened.
Oh, okay.
He took out my squad.
But
The only one. Oh, yes. By the way, Tank, you mentioned it. I need to mention this. My wife would say this to me. Would say this to me every time I wear my pants too low. D, that is your actual waist. And I'm like, bitch, that's above my belly, my belly button. She's like, yes, that's the way it's supposed to be. I'm like, that's what the Caucasians said.
But here's the thing: we got that squad, but then after my man over here,
sleeveless junks, huh?
My man decided, hey, I see that thing on the ceiling. Let me go climb up and get it.
Now I like how Danny Glover told him, hey, don't you go in there without me. I need some backup.
Danny boy. Danny boy.
My thing is this. So
Say he said Danny boy, I was like this. Yeah, you're dead.
My thing is this.
Name like that, you're dead.
I feel so bad for him because the fact that the Predator knew his ass was going to come back and just stood on the ceiling like, he'll be back. I'm just going to chill here the whole time.
You know what? I was thinking about Mexican tonight anyway.
And that's what made this Predator so good, because the Predator, unlike the first movie where you heard the noise and then you're looking around where the noise is, this Predator was on some Solid Snake like stealth. Like you didn't hear shit until he decloaked and you're like, well, you're fucked.
He either decloaks or he just murks you while cloaked. But when he decloaks and you see him, whoo,
man, right?
Ain't shit you can say, bro.
Because
what? He in front of me.
Because when he dies, Bill Paxton's part of the squad. Because it's Bill Paxton.
It's Bill Paxton, yes.
He's the rookie that he has some skill to him, but he's loud and just.
Oh yeah, he's the cowboy.
He's the cowboy.
The newly transferred cowboy.
And Danny Glover's telling him, hey, don't be doing no cowboy stuff. I know he's like, I know you came from where you came from, but why would you
got
come
the
here?
last partner killed?
No, but he came to their precinct, which is like the shithole precinct, because that was typical of every 90s movie that had cops, where it's the one precinct in the entire state that's a shithole compared to everybody else.
You listen to me. There's a goddamn war zone outside. I already got the mayor that's on my back, and the mayor's not even here.
No, what got me, Danny Glover saves cops from getting killed, and his sergeant and the DEA is up his ass like, why did you do that? I'm like, I saved people and they shot at us.
People's lives were saved.
God damn it, we're in the middle of the ghetto. We don't save no one.
Basically, shit. I mean,
I got
Don't
the
you,
mi-
under,
like,
don't
I
you
got the-
understand there are plenty of Vietnamese around here? We don't care about them.
like damn it, Hatchet. We got listen, I got the governor and the mayor down my back. You bring me Nino Brown. Wait, sorry, wrong movie.
I swear
You
to God.
beat me the predator. Wait a minute, how do I even know about him?
My thing is this. You're the mayor of New York. You give a shit about a guy that owns like 3 blocks of a fucking that's hurting your
Chris, you gotta
mayorship.
understand.
That's hurting your
You gotta
mayorship.
understand.
I didn't know
King
that. My
Willie,
bad, dog.
You gotta understand. King Willie, it's like this. King Willie, free Ray Rick Ross. You gotta understand. There's a hierarchy
You want
to
to know
these
what puts
drug dealers, all right?
Hey Chris, sorry.
Chris, better
You
yet.
also want to
All
know.
right.
You want to know what puts King, like King Willie, up here. When you can roll up on a detective and your entire limo is filled with marijuana smoke
In the early 90s.
in the early 90s,
And not get pulled over by cops.
And not get
no,
pulled
you
over.
pull up to a cop like
Well,
that.
actually,
But he's a black
well,
cop,
guys,
though.
guys,
It don't matter. This is a
guys.
cop who's about his business, Chris.
Well, actually, guys, we got to remember these are the rush streets of 1997, okay?
In Los
Yes.
Angeles.
The rough streets of 1997, where crime has officially taken over all of LA. Gangs literally run everything, and the
I like how the LA riots just happened and kept going. That's
No.
Yes.
No. Yeah. LA riots happened, and I guess the party kept going. I guess. I apparently,
boy, man.
I fucking hate you, King Rayful Evans of LA. God,
Yo!
Chicken bones is
Sleeping chicken bones is snitching.
Hey, did you guys love a current affair? TMZ fucking rolling up
Fun
all
little
the crime
story.
scene.
Fun
I
little
thought that was
story.
hard copy.
Hard copy.
That's what I thought it was. It felt like hard copy to me. Yeah.
I think current
Hey.
affair. Current affair was kind of like hard copy.
Hey,
It
fun little
was.
story. Fun little story for y'all. D lived in one of the many hubs
Suitland,
of,
baby.
of Rayful Evans. He was down the block from us. In
Hold up.
fact, yeah.
Was
What?
he in did he have anything set up in Capitol Heights? I had family in Capitol Heights.
Well, no. Here's the thing. What now? He stayed in Suitland, but I don't know if he stayed in Suitland. I know one of his
Okay.
girls stayed
Okay.
there.
In other
for a
words, he ain't
good
shit
minute.
where. In other words, he ain't shit where he eats.
Nah,
Yeah, he didn't.
nah.
But he spent a lot of time in Suitland. Now,
Hmm.
anywhere else, I can't tell you. I just don't
Okay.
know. You know what I mean? All I know is this: Angie lived in the Carter. My wife lived in the Carter, and you know what he used to do for them? Pop fireworks. He used to pop fireworks for them constantly, man. He used to do a whole lot of stuff over there. It was cool.
And there was a lot of dead bodies out there every other day.
The point is that it was beautiful for the black community.
The Carter. God damn.
You gotta look. My wife made out of it, so shit.
My thing is this.
And
My
we're like,
man-
remember when we said like, "Yo, Sula smell like a coke pot." All right, dog.
Yes, Diaz said this on Working Time Sports Show. That did happen.
Oh yes, it
That
did.
did happen. That did
Yes,
happen.
it did. What happened
Yeah.
was John Thompson finally getting sick of because everybody heard what happened to Lim Bias and all that, and John Thompson was like, "Oh, like you heard that Lonzo Mourning was hanging out with him one day." He was like, "Okay, cool." John Thompson was already 6'7", pulled up. I think he's 6'9", whatever. Anyway, this tall nigga pulled up
With that graceful afro that he had.
that graceful gray afro. No, this is the great high top fade at this.
Oh,
point.
hot top fade, my bad.
Yeah,
Hot
the great high
fade
top fade at that point where he's like, "All right, give me a bump of that, but you ain't touching my kids." It's like I played.
Also, John Thompson had on the
the
hoochie shorts.
Staceyus. He had on the Staceyus of Adams.
Stacey Adams, long knee-high church socks and some shorts.
Boy, that's a nigga that got ashy knees. But y'all ain't gonna see him. So while he got a
But,
lotion,
but he puts 2 fingers in your head, put in your face, and you gotta listen to him at that point. It's like,
you gotta listen to him. Listen to him. He does a little thing where he got a high ass, so he gotta lean. Anyway,
Gotta be
we're
honest
done.
with you.
We're done. Let's go.
Gotta be honest with you, Danny Glover was exuding that energy towards the
Yeah.
predator in that movie.
Daddy
That was-
Glover, like I said, there was like 4 bills for niggas that were born before 1954. So
I mean, like the thing of it is, it's like Daddy Boy getting killed by the predator Predator was just funny to me because it's like the Predator really chilled up in the fucking ceiling and just waited for him. Like, he'll be back. He's gonna chill here the whole time. Yeah.
Like he really like at this point, I was gonna ask y'all this. Does the Predator understand English? I think he kind of does.
To a certain extent, yes.
I feel that he does. Like
what they do, like Chris said, is learn it. Because if you watch the first one and literally learn like the speech pattern of everybody that talked in the movie, which is why, like,
want some candy.
Yes, want some candy. But going back to Predator 1, it repeated anytime. Bill Duke's character, and it even did and creepy enough, it did Billy's laugh right when it's self-destructed.
Yeah,
and the thing about this movie is the Predator is learning now because the kid should have been killed. If it was the Predator from Predator 1, that kid would have got killed off rip because he had a weapon.
I don't know.
I think so. I think so. I think so.
Because, dude, for what? There's no
sport. He had the gun in his hand,
and there was no
heat toy gun.
There was no heat.
Hold on. Because unlike cops in America and certain out of touch parents that can't differentiate a toy gun from a real one, Predator could.
I'm sorry, Eris. Are you trying to tell me that a being from a different planet can identify a toy gun better than a cop?
Yes.
In Los Angeles. In the 90s.
Look, guys, I'm not trying.
Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I'm not trying to hear a Hotep take this podcast and be like, "Yeah, Tamir Rice would have been alive if the Predator was hunting him."
I'm just saying that what was the name of the Predator tribe?
The Utah.
The Utah. Yeah. So you're trying to tell me, they will make better fucking cops. Actually, I'm dead serious. I think they would make wonderful cops.
I'm sorry.
You better not pick up a gun.
I'm sorry. I can't have them. Can you imagine? I'm doing a bump of coke. I look up and I see a Predator decloak and ask me where I got the coke from.
No, he's not going to ask you. He's just going.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
Whatever the hell they make.
Hold on. First of all, because this is Universe 73. And we are in Earth 681. Coke is actually legal.
Fair enough. Fair. That is fair.
Chris thought he was going to show up there like, oh my God, a Predator. I got, look, man. Look. I got it from my cousin.
First of all, D, why are we talking to each other like Tekken characters when we automatically assume, like we automatically understand each other's languages?
Time out. I fucking hate Tekken 6's bullshit with that because you go from everybody speaking English in Tekken 5 and it was fine because we can live with that, right?
No, Tekken 5 is where it started.
That's where it started.
Tekken 5.
Tekken 5.
Tekken 4 had everybody speaking English.
What got me about that was, let me get this right. This Korean guy can hear this Japanese guy over here.
Dog.
This
Warren
Russian guy over here. Well, Dragunov just stares in Russian as he's listening to this Hispanic luchador growl at him in Tiger, and he understands it apparently.
First of all, Dragunov responds in Smirnoff.
No, he does this.
And second of all, everybody can understand King. Everybody can understand King. First, second of all, sir, quit being racist against tigers.
Also,
quit being racist against Mexican jaguars. Okay.
Also, shout out to Tekken 4. You gave Harwong the whitest voice ever. Hey, Jin, let's fight.
I'm mad.
You don't have a reason to fight? Well, I do.
They gave Jin the heaviest of 90s Japanese voices. Yes, we will fight.
So, what do you want?
The best thing I ever heard was Tekken 5. This motherfucker Warren. This nigga Warren, but here's the best thing. This nigga Warren Tekken 5 walk up. Don't die, folk, go, go. And here's Jin. Soka. Like, you didn't understand none of that.
I love it.
You understood none of that. That was thick Korean. You understood none of that.
Everybody understands Eddie and Brazilian.
First of all, you have Huarang speaking the thickest Hangul, and then you have Xiao Yu speaking full Cantonese, but Wong is speaking full Mandarin.
Fing is the only one that can understand that can actually legit understand what Xiao Yu is saying because they're both the same ethnicity. So it's like, all right, that makes sense. But like
Panda,
everybody,
Chris, Panda can too. Panda is smart like that. Panda just can't talk.
Kuma growling and bear.
Even
Kuma,
Mokujin, who speaks in wood.
American Sign Language, that's his ass right there. Just run hands.
I'm sorry, this got way off the topic.
I'm sorry, I had to put that when you brought that
like
up.
I just like it when I see Fang Wei say something in Cantonese, and here comes Anna. Wow, how are you doing? I'm like, that's just like a white woman. Just like a white woman.
Speaking of which,
ignored all of that dialogue.
No, she just simply responds, exactly.
Is this the fucking high and tie in WWE? Indeed.
Something like that.
No, but okay, so I actually, jokes aside though, I think the only reason why the kid probably didn't kill, even though I assumed that, is also because he drops the gun and says, "Want some candy?" And I think the predator was like, "Oh, all right, harmless. He's a kid."
I'm gonna go a little bit further than that, Chris. When he saw the gun in his hand, but he noticed there's no heat coming from that thing.
Heat coming from it. There's no gunpowder, no firing pin, nothing. It just makes noise.
Yeah.
Oh, and you're one of those bastards.
But also it was an American. I forgot the chick's name because she was in the movie with Arnold, the Running Man. Was it Mary Conlicha?
Oh, Contreras, is it Contreras or something like that?
Something like
Contreras
that.
Or something
yeah,
like
something like that. But like the predator at one point was about ready to fucking rip her spine out, and then was like, "Oh, you're pregnant."
Maria, you talking about Maria Alonso?
Yeah, Maria Alonso.
Mm-hmm.
About to rip her spine out. I was like, "Oh, you're pregnant. You know what? I'll let you live."
Yep.
Like,
and
wow.
I thought that was when she had her, he looked down there, he like, ooh.
Which also brings up something else. This is modern times. You're pregnant. Why are you out here? Stay home. But also, women weren't really getting money for staying at home.
No, they weren't. And
no, cop.
Actually, you know what, Chris? No.
Why are you not on desk duty, man?
No.
I agree. He saw them good and plenties and
said,
see
them good and plenties. It was like,
you know what? Bet.
You got me, kid. You got me, kid.
Run that candy.
Hey, man. Hey, you got some Mike and Ike's? Ah!
Hold on.
This now latest?
Oh shit, hot tamales? Bet.
Man, y'all little motherfuckers, man. See, I was in Japan. Them little motherfuckers is eating sugar cubes. Not even the good ones.
Now you know where he would
have the year 2000 snacks?
Nah. Here's where he would have killed the kid. Boston baked beans? Nigga, I got kids. Get the fuck out of here.
Let me see, look. Charleston Shoe. I hate to do this to you, kid.
Almond Joy?
Oh, we're shitting on Almond Joy, sir?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, I was like, don't do that. I like Almond Joy. They're pretty good.
But my mom got a Mounds. Get it? No!
But nah, like...
Chris.
Whatchamacallit?
I got a Mr. Goodbar.
I would say I thought she would have got death duty. That was my
question you should be asking, because D has seen 3 of them. So this is what D said. That baby is like 8 months. How in the world are you even walking? You're not showing that you're pregnant. That's a full baby that's in her
stomach. I would assume she was at best 3 months pregnant.
Has to be at least, Chris, you have to be at least 6 to 7 months to have that much of an imprint of a baby being in there.
I thought it would be like at least 3-4 months at the very least.
Hell no, that thing will be this big. That thing will be like this big. Seriously, about the size of my thing right here. Yeah,
they make it. Listen, they can hide it very well.
Yeah.
Well, then again, what she had on, she did hide it. To be fair,
and Chris,
fam, she was like Sasha in Walking Dead. She wore that thick ass military duster while she was 4 months, actually 4 months pregnant.
And this is another thing. Women have always come on, Chris. That's girls call you sexist for this, which is like no, but it's more like Chris. Quit underrating women. They can hide a full gun in their titty and their B cup. Don't do that. They have been known to do stuff like that. So if they
Flies
can
along
hide a
with
gun,
physics.
they can hide a baby, and especially if they're an alpha woman or they are or they just a tomboy. Oh no, having babies is easy for them. Come on, man. It took the boss for getting shot in the foot to say, all right, I'm gonna have the baby now. You know what I'm
I
saying?
just find it funny that the train turned into the Green Line metro train.
Chris,
Ooh,
Chris,
yes, it did.
Chris,
Yes, it did.
Chris, as you know,
It
the Green
smelled like
Line,
loud.
guys, as you both know, and I'm both ashamed of both of y'all, that is not the Green Line.
That is definitely the fucking orange line.
Oh yes, it is.
Back in the 90s. That
Okay.
reeks
Here.
of
I
Landover.
wasn't
He's
here.
right. He's
I
right.
wasn't here. So don't blame me.
Eris, Chris, Eris,
Oh,
I always
yes.
tell you this. I always tell you this, and I always tell this to people that never lived in DC during the early 90s. Good.
Oh, yeah, good. Oh yeah, good.
Ooh,
See, here's the
whatever.
thing.
You're like, yo, but it's like this. DC had to. This city's always been weird. This city has always been one of those cities where it's very desirable to be here, but it's like this. Why do y'all still live here? I'm kind of trapped.
Let me tell you something.
Kind of trapped.
Crack era. Any border city near DC that had a metro station, Addison Road was rough.
Oh my god, you were the last one on the thing, shit, nigga.
I mean, yo.
Yo. All right, okay. That was it wasn't his baby.
Oh,
But come on, man. She either got a husband, boyfriend.
Or a single mom in the
No. She going to single mom with up because she didn't know she was pregnant. Or this fun one. Fuck. This nigga got me pregnant all that time.
I mean, you know,
that nigga Ricky got me pregnant. I knew his ass did. I like, did you come? He like, no, I didn't.
So, guys, we have to talk about
I
this.
ain't even nut yet. I don't know what
In the middle of Danny Glover also investigating the predator, because over the course of the movie,
Danny Glover sweats.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
After he's trying to figure out, his boy got killed and everything, he brings the piece that Danny had got from the the ceiling, and he gives it to the I forgot the name of those people.
The investigator, the forensic investigator.
Yeah, forensic and stuff. And she was like, well, the FBI told me not to help you, which we'll get into in a second, but I'll help you out anyway. And she puts it inside one of those things to kind of get the on the periodic table to see what kind of material it is. And she was like, yeah, none of this is on the fucking periodic table.
Not on the periodic table. This thing, it's not foreign. It's not overseas. It's not made here.
Yeah, but
it doesn't exist.
But then again, I've got to be honest with you. This is D's bias. You are on a Mac. That's a 97 Mac. I don't know.
But she also noticed that, hey, there's blood traces and there was cattle and all that, which ties into my man here.
Gary That's Busey. Right, ladies and gentlemen. You know what time it is. Three Black Geeks is finally going to break out the abuse once more. And again, remember the last time I showed up, it was an audible, and the audible was for Black Sheep. It was a fine film, Black Sheep. I did that with Chris Farley. Chris Farley was a hell of a man. You know what? He could take a punch. His penis was the size of 5 nickels. Seriously, 5 nickels. If you line them up, going long ways. You ever see quarters going long ways? It's sort of like that. Anyway, fine fella. He could take a tumble like a son of a bitch. Let me tell you something. But this is the second time that I'm actually on Three Black Geeks, and I gotta tell you something. I'm all teeth, lions, tigers, bears. Oh my!
I no longer need to do that line now. Thank you, D. I also wanted to mention to you both that Elpidia Carrillo was actually in this movie. AKA that was Anna from the first movie.
Oh yeah, archive footage.
She not archive footage. She was actually reprising her role as a cameo appearance where she had been aiding government agents in a videotape. Showing the after effects of what happened from the Predator's self-destruct.
She was deleted footage.
It was deleted footage. It was a deleted cut. It was a deleted extra scene. And there was also like additional scene where she had talked to the camera describing what had taken place, but all of that was cut.
which it really kind of goes into Gary Busey's character, Peter Keyes. He's the one that does the exposition that Anna was pretty much doing in her cameo, and he's expositing like, yeah, a group of commandos went to the woods, you know, doing a mission. Only 2 made it out. You know, and he's basically like, yeah, we've been hunting this person because apparently the predators have been busy. They've been going to different places around the country, and they have been doing some killing. And this group, this special forces group, has been tracking them.
They've been watching them, investigating them, trying to learn the patterns of how they hunt and do all that stuff.
And apparently, it goes into what we said when we did All the Way from Prey. They've been here for years. They was at Iwo Jima.
They've been here for centuries, and which led up to Gary Busey. Which led up to Teeth McGee saying, "A fucking alien,
a fucking alien." You just saw teeth, and look, even just a wall of abuse. I love it.
And to bear in mind too, like in the beginning of the movie, he's one of the reasons why he didn't want Danny Glover going to that building with all the drug lords and just wanted the cops killed because they were hunting the predator. Because they knew the predator was going to be there in the midst of that, and they didn't want Danny Glover them appearing, and Danny Glover going in there fucked it all up. Now, it's not to say that they probably would have captured the predator in that building if they did get there in time, but it's just the idea of him interfering kind of fucked up them tracking the predator.
Yeah.
I mean, exposition. I mean, listen, exposition be damned. When you decided to set up a kill box for the predator, a legit kill box, you decide, hey, we're gonna go into this room and we're gonna let off all these chaff grenades like it's Metal Gear Solid. We're gonna have it fuck with its with its infrared system so that it can't see anything because it's cold in here.
And I give it that. That was smart, bro.
I mean, it was smart, but the problem is that you're going up against a predator who can clearly see that you have lights on.
Well, that's the thing. It was hubris because I think what it was interesting about it was like when the predator got in there, it didn't know what the fuck's going on. It knew its senses was messed up, but the predator's just kind of like, okay, what the fuck's going on here?
I do give him this. But I do give him that. At least they said, see, this is what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to we got infrared in here. We got to make sure, even though that son of a bitch go in here, we got the dust. See, the dust is actually collects on him, and we can actually track his movement.
But I thought it was,
we can see him. They can't see us.
But let me tell you something. The predator was like any other nigga that was ready to run hands. The mask comes off, pimp.
But even with the mask, but what I thought was interesting is how the predator kind of was like anybody else where they're confused, but they're like, oh, that's probably nothing. And when he went through all the infrareds and then he got to the one where he saw the lights, he was like, what the fuck?
My man had filters better than Instagram.
My man was like, nah, not that one, not the warm, not the black one, not the yellow one.
Hold up. Sepia, magenta, cool, warm, tungsten. Ah, there we go.
Look, hold on. Dog filter. While he looking down there, he don't see nothing. All of a sudden, he sees something pop up as a head.
Now, here's my
down
thing,
there,
guys.
some down there. I knew something down there.
Now, if Keyes listened to him and he shut the lights off, would that give that squad a better shot, or would they say
I'm gonna be real with you. No.
I'm gonna answer it. Depending on the type of weaponry that they have.
They had the gas guns and they had the M4s. That's what they had.
Okay, gas guns, M4s. Do you have a trap of some kind? They were
trying to freeze them. That was why they had those guns.
That's something that we have not seen with Predator movies. We have not seen anybody try to freeze these things.
The Predator did that, and that was Shane Black's callback of freezing him. But because Gary Busey's son was in that movie as the scientist, it's a callback to I think it was Key. He was the Keys too.
Yeah,
it was a weird callback, but they froze that Predator.
No, it was called. Everybody in the early 2000s kind of wrote the same.
Yeah. So, but that was that movie's version of freezing the Predator. But you saw how turned out.
You try to freeze them, which it could have worked, but again, you had to have been thinking on all cylinders. Like every last one of y'all, nobody could be on some gung ho shit. Y'all had to be like on point. You're taking out. You're trying to capture an alien.
And I think what was interesting too about this. Because what was interesting about it was like we know the Predator is susceptible to bullets because we saw in the first Predator movie when they lit the whole forest up on fire and got nicked in the leg. And what was interesting about this is that here you got keys in them. They came in there prepared, and they did kind of they paper cut him a little bit, but that was about it. And then Danny Glover came in there and just started lighting it up because the only thing keys in them really did, they fucked up his cloaking device. That was it.
Which always happens in these movies. I swear, I love that when it comes to Predator movies. Give it enough time, the cloaking device gets destroyed.
But Danny Glover, though, he comes in there, blows up the fucking thing, and all of a sudden, he's just letting the chopper loose. The Predator's getting hit, and then all of a sudden, he runs out, and the Predator's fucking him up. And all of a sudden, that's his old painless shot, gets the shotgun, Herschel shotgun, just let loose.
I love it. Herschel shotgun with the aim of Hawkeye.
I mean,
no. This nigga
infinite ammo.
This man.
Man.
He shot at you gotta realize, y'all. This is a black man. This is a black man in the early 90s. When black people, we were getting our freedom for the first time. We was feeling ourselves. He was shooting for us. He was shooting for black people.
Because bear in mind, he got shot in the chest, point blank, and took because he had a bulletproof thing on.
He took the Herschel shotgun to the chest. That shit was great.
I mean, and the Predator got caught off guard, like, oh shit.
He's like, fuck, that hurt.
I mean, but hold up. Back up. Before I go into that, though, the train. Let me tell you something. Never did I see a pull up that abrupt. The Predator didn't even fucking go in there silent. He just crawled in there. Bam!
How did you like all of Sydney and the bridge game pulling out their guns?
That poor old lady got murked by the Predator for having a gun.
Boy, the Predator saw that. So let me get this shit straight. I got a big black one, got a couple of white ones, I got a bunch of old ones, I got Ned Flanders over there. Y'all making this shit way too easy, man.
And then I got Blanche. Wait, D. And then I got Blanche over here.
Woo. Man,
all right.
That dude.
Hold up. Click. Time to go to work.
I like how Bill Paskin in his last gas threw a fucking golf ball at the motherfucker. Like, that's not gonna do anything. Nah. Yes. We hit the bingo. We did hit the bingo.
Mentioned in the early 90s, a Metal Gear reference, a Gundam reference, DC, nigga with the hard R.
Mentioning the early 90s.
We hit the bingo trifecta. Just this is what I talk about. This is what I talk about. I love our fans. They know us so well.
I'm mad at that.
This is the equivalent of Homer. Bill Paxton did was the equivalent of Homer throwing change at the robots at Disneyland.
I like how Homer ripped out his underwear, balled it up, and threw it at the niggas. No, what Bill Paxton did for D was that PlayStation 2, that crappy PlayStation 2 video game that had bad jumping mechanics. He said, he leaped at him. That was D's. This dude picked up a random machete and jumped at him, bro.
Actually, we'll get to that in a second.
Oh, not that one. Sorry.
Here's what had me rolling. Yeah, we'll get
that
to that.
Had me rolling.
Guess who's back?
Like, get out of here, Eric. This is between me and him.
I like to point out something. I thought the Predator was scary in the first one. This one was nightmare fuel a little bit. Just the first image that Eris brought up. Bring that up again. Yes. It's not much of a clear picture, but when you see that shit in HD on Blu-ray, that shit's creepy as shit because the scales, the eyes, and everything is like, oh shit.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I agree, Chris.
From my understanding,
but for D, it's a destructo disc in his hand that I'm scared of.
From my understanding, this shot, I think this level of Predator was supposed to be the quote unquote elite.
Had to be because this motherfucker, he took Danny Glover's old painless and said, "What is this?" and just shattered it. I'm like, Well,
he cracked it on the ground like it was cheap plastic. That's the thing that got me. Here's
dollar
me.
store shotgun. Like what?
Here's me. Yeah, because you can do that to steal like that. But okay, cool.
When you have unbridled dreadlock strength of a Utah,
True.
Unbridled dreadlock strength. Let me tell you something, Eris. As a dude with dreadlocks, there's a nigga that got dreadlocks like me that are smaller. That is like, yeah, that's right. Trust me.
As a former dreadlock owner myself,
you know, it's like this. Black people look like I love my dread. Look. No, it won't, man. Okay, no, it won't. You have to use weights to get stronger. Anyway,
it gets me though. Is
you ain't gonna get reserve nigga strength. They don't come nowhere.
I like how the Predator dragged Bill Paxton's body 3 stops down while the police are investigating the train. Danny Glover follows the blood trail, and then all of a sudden he sees his boy get the fucking fatality in front of him. I'm like, wow. You kept Bill Paxton alive that long just to fucking wow.
Let me tell you something. Everybody in that room got washed.
All right, Mama Cedar. I was waiting for your ass to come back over here. I'm about to motherfuck. What the fuck is inside you?
I guess I go for the consolation prize over here. Get your ass over here.
This what he did. All right, baby girl. Look. Shh. I know you freaked out and shit. Look, I understand. Motherhood is a beautiful thing. I will never look as a what are you screaming for? Chill. All right, whatever.
Put the mask. No, hold on. Is it the face? Freak you out?
It's the face.
Put the mask back on.
Hey, Chris, Eris, it's the mouth pussy. It's the mouth. It's the mouth. It always gets them. I'm sorry.
As he puts.
Dude, censor that thing. Censor that.
Dude, YouTube is gonna kick off this video just for
I want to hold on. That shot that I just posted of that like the Predator. Dude, no. The fact that he repeated. He finished Danny Glover's line, which was a Schwarzenegger line. He actually said "ugly motherfucker."
Now here's my thing. I'm like,
wait, are they of a hive mind now, where they all know what that classic catchphrase means?
No, you know what it is like this. Yeah, that's right. We all saw when Calvin died. That was fucked up, man.
Up there with the popcorn.
It's even more fucked up because that nigga owed me $130.
Nigga,
when he blew up, man, we knew it was. We like when he blew up, we was like, there's only 7 more of us on this planet just killing y'all at random. Yeah, there's a network of us, nigga.
Yeah, because side note, I'm jumping ahead here. The chick from Predators even sat there and said, "Yeah, we heard rumblings of these things, but we didn't know what it was,
and we don't know what to call them.
We didn't know what to call them." So. As you said, Sue, and as you said, D, yeah, these motherfuckers been on Earth for a minute.
Jungle Ghost.
Because,
Jungle Ghost.
Because remember what I told y'all? They have traveled to other planets across different galaxies, but they always come back to Earth because Earth is their favorite.
I mean, it's a breeding ground. I mean, for them,
it's not just a breeding ground; it's just their favorite.
I also think that
their favorite adversaries are there.
I think the reason why is because it's probably a motherfucking what you call like a commentary on human beings that we're kind of fucked
always
up.
At war and not odds and
everything. I think it's sort of like that. It's always going to be conflict on Earth.
And the fact that one of us at some point in time just happens to get the drop on a damn Predator.
And the thing of it is, what got me was like Danny Glover does all that and he says motherfucker, and like I gotta be real again. I would never want to be stalked by a Predator. That shit was walking down Danny Glover, not running, walking him down.
I mean, think about that
on some slasher movie shit,
man.
I'm just saying, man, it ain't every day when you got a motherfucker that's clearly 7 more inches taller than you with a walking pussy mouth walking over to you, man.
Because let me tell you something. You think I'd be bold enough like Danny Glover to go toe to toe? I would have been like, you know what? I quit. I'm done. This is hard.
When you say toe to toe, I just saw Danny Glover like do.
Cause sorry, if after the Predator throws me on the other side, I'm like, okay, where's the door so I can get the fuck up out of here? Cause I ain't. You win, sir. I don't want this. This is over.
Wow. No, I'll tell you about fucking with these people, man.
Let me tell you something.
You grab the piece, toss it. Be like, you know what? You got it, fam. You got it. Predator, I would imagine the Predator would look at you with just the look of disappointment, like, I expected more out of you, dog. Hold on. You have survived all the way up to this point, and you just gonna just give it to me?
I'll literally be like the Yakuza. If I cut a pinky off, can you take that back to your home planet and say you win? Like, is that how this works?
No. I have to honorably murder you. You giving me your finger does nothing for me, dog.
I like how the Predator.
I can't do nothing with this, nigga. I have to take your skull.
To get Danny Glover off his ass, he throws his spear to scare the shit out of Danny Glover. Sits on the roof, breathes in his ventilator. Is like, all right.
That's a nigga that was getting his ass whooped. That's what that was right here.
I mean, he did get lit up. He did. I mean, because Danny Glover did light his ass up with like 4 fucking shotgun bullets, so he was probably like, "Fuck, all right, get back to the ship, man."
Boy,
he couldn't even get back to the ship. This was like, dude, they crashed into an apartment building.
No, I'm saying it looked like he was walking towards his ship before Danny Glover decided to go the fucking YOLO fucking tackle off the roof.
That's what I'm talking about. They crashed into an apartment building, and remember, Danny cut his arm off.
Oh no, I was getting to that. I was just saying it's just weird how the Predator was.
I know. What I was trying to get to was when they crashed into the apartment building. I like how the Predator decides, hey, you know what? I'm in this bathroom. I got the badass first aid kit. I'm breaking this bad boy out, and I'm gonna heal myself of these damn bullets.
This nigga over here looking like Piccolo in the fucking mirror and shit.
Number one, let me tell you something. Number one, I gotta look at Danny Glover like, all right, Danny, how much did you weigh? Because you tackled a whole ass 7'5" Predator off a roof with force.
Took him off his legs, bro.
Took him off his legs. Like I could.
Well, I gotta be honest with you. When he do that, look, I gotta be honest with you. When he do that javelin like a motherfucker, I knew he was gonna be off balance.
Hey, D. I'm sorry, Chris. That's like Edge spearing Giant Gonzalez and him perfectly selling it, unexpectedly selling it.
It's like, dog, how can you? It's kind of like when you watch WCW, and it's like you were always waiting on who was gonna be the one to take down the Giant, and it was Lex Luger eventually, and then Goldberg. But you were always like, man, nobody's gonna be able to do that and stuff. That's what Danny Glover did. It's like he had a running head start with the spear. And then tackled the Predator off the ground. I'm like, huh.
Oh yeah, hold up. Moments before being tackled.
Actually, nah, that was the no-look shot he gave Gary Busey.
He did, but I still like to call this moments before no.
Dog, you know what was so funny? That's what made it so funny. That nigga threw his spear. He was up there looking like a. You ever see somebody that's super athletic get out of wind? They're just like, ooh, limit. Oh shit, limit break.
No, it's that it's that Homelander AD. It's that Homelander meme going around. That was the Predator. Like,
boy looking like SpongeBob. Nigga looking like SpongeBob.
First off, I gotta understand.
Man, they had me in the first quarter. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Here's my thing. First off, Danny. So that Predator had to been weighing about a good 500 pounds. Why
are you still on that?
No. They're hanging off the roof. How is your arm still attached to your fucking shoulder?
You know what? You got a good question.
His arm is bleeding out right here.
Also, like how is his arm holding still? Like
Well, remember, Predator was actually holding on to the wall.
Pride.
At the same
strength. Family, the spirit of our ancestors, Africa, with these five elements, the spirit of Wakanda is inside of his arm. That was unbridled nigga strength, young. There's no way.
Let me tell you something. Let that be me. I would have
sweaty ass LA Negro strength.
I gotta be honest with you, Chris. I think what's saving Danny Glover isn't that his arm is not coming out of socket. I think it's that what he's laying on is so solid where it's like this actually ain't a bad base.
First off, my ass would have lunged off.
All the power.
I would have lunged off and attempted to try to put the Predator in a chokehold as we're falling down and hope to God that one of us, he dies, I would have pulled like trying to like land on him.
You
or
know what,
something.
Chris? I hate
don't
to be
know.
that person. I think in midair, the predator is going to light you up. Like, no, even not a question. Like, you're like, yeah, I got his ass. The second you get over there, he's like, yep, flick, 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 flick. Like,
First of
Barack
all-
is you in midair.
First of all, you trying to like jump on the back of the predator, knowing damn well he's got contingency plans and all sorts of deterrents and shit. Because he, like all predators learn.
He lost
At
a
one
gun.
point, hold on. At one point in time, if a predator ever got jumped on his back or whatever, motherfucker tried to put him in the chokehold, I wouldn't be surprised if the mask had like some sort of
No. He
like
didn't
some
have
sort
his
of
mask on.
deterrent.
At
Some
this point,
Batman shit.
But remember, at this point, he's stripped down. He don't have the guns. He don't got the mask or nothing. So
No, okay,
Nah.
and sure, yes, his arm. He did cut off his forearm. Sure, but still, it's the predator at the end of the day.
I think
All it takes is just one little thing.
But I think the everyman aspect benefited Danny Glover because part of the everyman aspect is that luck is on your side.
Luck is on your side, except for Gary Busey, who got literally sliced.
First off, Gary
from the
Busey-
middle.
He's not every man. I'm a only man.
Can I just say?
Well, at this point, hold on. At this point, you were half a man.
Actually, at that point, I was Kentucky Fried. I was actually legally dead. You got to be honest with you. He took a blast to the face. Now, how many men can take a blast to the face? Get it? That's a gay joke, son. Keep up with me.
Can I just say? At times, I love gruesome deaths and seeing all that blood just ooze out of the lower half of his body.
Joe, I knew it was on. Joe, the second that nigga said Destructo Disc, you saw all those fucking grade A meats falling down.
Arby, we got the meats. Can you imagine you're a fucking person that runs that meat factory and you walk in the next day and I'm like, the fuck? Now I gotta fucking all the
Thank
meats
you, Mac.
contaminated.
That y'all, Mac makes a point. We are forgetting that Danny Glover is clearly dehydrated.
He didn't drink no water throughout this whole
This is
department.
a nigga like, hey, I got some water. Now I don't want that shit. I got some coffee right here. Stuff like that.
He is like yellow as shit.
I got a question, man. Every time you go to the bathroom,
You know how old school niggas talk?
I got a question, man. Every time you take a piss, don't you see like a different color and just be scaring you?
I got a question.
Hey,
for
Daddy,
you.
I think you need
Chris,
to
I got a
drink
question.
water.
Chris, I got a question for you. Did you notice that when they were stuck on the roof or hanging off of that edge, the predator decides to activate the self-destruct right there?
Half of LA would have got like 5 city blocks would have got murked.
I got a feeling that the predator was like this. You know what? I got to be honest with you.
It's been real.
No, you got 5 good shots on me. I'm not surviving this fall. I'm just going to be real.
Think about
So,
the predator at
check this
work.
out. Fuck LA. Fuck the Lakers. Fuck the Kings.
Clippers.
Fuck Watts. Fuck Compton. Fuck Venice Beach. Fuck Venice Beach. I actually like
Hold
Chinese,
up,
man.
fuck that.
Look.
No, wait, fuck that Hollywood sign with the O that never lights up.
Lights up. Look. Fuck Mulholland Drive. I actually like Chinese Man's Theater. I think that's actually a beautiful
Fuck
spot.
Griffith Observatory.
Seriously. I actually like Chinese Man's Theater because I think that's actually a central part of Hollywood. It really brings out the old Hollywood aspect of the city, and I think it's actually a tremendous part of real history. That's finna be gone too, nigga.
Again, black. Hold on,
Look,
black
look.
man, no, black man intelligence kicks in. Oh, hold up, nigga. Slink.
I love the look on the predator, yeah.
Son
The
of a
look
bitch.
on no. I think I have the picture of it, man. We had that picture of a dude that just realized his plan fucked up.
Nah, CD,
That
CD.
look on his face, like, wait a minute, hold up.
Nah, D.
What you finna do, bro?
Nah, D. That wasn't his face. It was this. I'm sorry. Let's be real. Let's be real for a second. Let's be really real for a second.
I'm high. I'm high on life. Yeah.
My man cuts. Think about it. You're 2 seconds from glorious freedom, and he cuts off your arm. You really are looking at it like, huh?
Can't say I saw that one coming.
Yeah, me on with you. Woke up this morning. See that?
Like, God bless the child, man. He did that.
He went for the blade and cut my arm, man. What can I say?
Please.
Okay. All right, damn it.
Dude, I'm
He
sorry.
really is living in America.
I think the best imagery, and I couldn't find a picture of the best imagery, even to me as a kid to this day, that stood out. This giant ass 7'6" fucking looks like a Jamaican from the back predator. It's just like doing first aid on himself in the bathroom. And here you have this old lady, George, come in here. There's something in the bathroom. I'm like, you're about to get your husband killed right now.
I like her
Well,
husband.
Her husband dead to the world. Like, nope, I'm not fucking with it.
He watching Family Feud. He
Watching
care.
Family Feud. I'm minding my own business.
Martha,
And you
know, we done got these crazy crackheads over here. You know what's best? It's actually quite cordial when they come out the bathroom going, sorry, thank you. And you be like, it's okay. See, they nice. What you need to do, Martha, is sit your ass down. Trebekah's on right now, and you are still
what does she decide to do? She decides to go back and come back with a broom.
Two things is happening here.
Hey, aka the housewife shouty.
Here's my thing. Two things. In one scene, I feel I'm Danny Glover. Now I have light vertigo, so heights is like, shit. I'm with him where
off a log.
Here's my thing. He's going down that pipe. Me, I'm like, first off, no. Second off, here's where he scared me. It wasn't him going down. That's safe. It's him when he tried to crawl, when he tried to
shimmy his way
across. I was like, oh, I would have been scared shitless, and my palms would have been sweating to where I'd been like, shit.
Because understand, Chris, you're not just going straight across. You're going upwards and over.
Now, here's the thing, too. The Predator's doing first aid, and he decided to pull the Pulp Fiction adrenaline shot. Darts out the fucking door. And the guy was like, what did Daddy say to the old lady?
Oh, he said, no, don't worry. It's okay. Like, I'm with the police. I don't think he gives a shit.
My man went fucking down the hall to the left and jumped down that fucking elevator shaft. Down to his spaceship.
He went all the way down to the elevator shaft, and then Danny follows him down. And I love the fact that he gets, like, when he reached that freaking pit and the elevator was coming down, he's like, no, stop the elevator. No. Now, bro, real talk. Because I used to watch this on TV all the time. I always thought every time he falls, it always cuts the commercial. And I'm like, son, how deep is that hole?
That was, if you watch it on TV, that technically was the final commercial break because you're pretty much in the finale at this point.
Yeah, it was the final commercial break. But I swear, every time he fell down, I always had to ask that question: how deep was that hole?
Yeah, guys,
this was on some freaking Bill and Ted bogus journey where the nigga just kept falling.
Hey guys, I have a question for you. So this is where I had to ask this. So, are we led to assume that all those predators that decloaked, they were all chilling on that ship the whole time, and this was their kind of like media spot that kind of dart to other places around the world? Or
Chris, you and I talked about this years ago, and I think it was a little bit of both. I think it is. I think it was just a meetup spot, wherever it may have been, but I think it was that. But because since there was a war going on, a part of me thinks there was more than one in that city. A part of me makes you think that too. But whatever. But I think that is a good thing. Like, I think that's a good idea. That they were there the whole time. It was like, nah, let's see how this shit go.
Bro, and I think they really. And here's the thing. There's a Negro afoot.
I think there's one in there, George.
Now, here's my thing. Now, I would say this. I did like the fight scene. I know a lot of people didn't think it believable. I like the tense of it because, number one, when you get that money shot, which is this, where's it at? This thing here, the money shot.
Yeah.
When you see it.
So to point it out, yes, the predators have killed a xenomorph and what looks like a monster from hell, a demon from hell from Doom.
Looks like a fucking Rancor from fucking Star Wars.
Could be.
I was going to ask you, was that from another movie? Huh?
I don't know. Either which way, I mean, I'm pretty sure.
But I remember the Predator one. I remember as a kid, you want to
blew everybody's mind.
Buzz, nigga.
And like you said, xenomorph, we were like, yo.
Here's the funny thing. About a year or so later, it probably came out the same year, maybe the following year. That's when we started to see Alien versus Predator crap come up.
They were cloaked rolling dice.
Oh yeah, they were. Yeah, they were.
No,
They
but
watching. Hold on.
I'm with
Nah. See, that's man. Who that? No. That's Chucky. That's it. That nigga missing an arm. Everybody go invisible. Everybody go invisible. Everybody go invisible.
I'm
You
with
gotta watch
CJ.
it.
I'm with CJ though. Yeah, they were hanging back going, nah, let's see
Let
how
it
this
fight.
plays out.
Let them fight.
Let them fight. Let's see how this plays out. I'm pretty sure one of them was like Winston going, he's got one arm. He's all of his weapons missing. The only thing he really has is the net gun versus a wounded and bated breath black man cop. I would say the odds are quite even.
The fight was interesting enough because
Who knew? Danny Glover at this point out of energy, but only going on adrenaline and nigga strength alone. Who knew?
he okey
Adrenaline's
all he
doked.
had left.
No, but here's the thing. He okey doked the Predator because he was sitting on one knee on the ground like he was winded and injured, and the Predator decided to slowly walk on him for the kill, and that's when then he was like, "Gotcha, bitch!" Bam.
No, wait. Whoa. Before that, can we talk about how Danny got himself out of the killer net?
Yeah, the thing.
Yeah,
activated-
Using the destructor.
Oh, yeah.
He
himself
cut
out
that
there.
shit open before it had time to fully activate.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's kind of funny. We never, at least in my opinion, we never saw that thing at its true potential until this last.
Well, technically,
Well, MK11, Mortal Kombat 10, MK10.
No.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Shitty movie.
Was it in Predators?
Alien versus Predator?
There was an Alien versus Predator.
Alien versus Predator. They shot it on the alien and they killed the alien. They shot it on the human Wayland character, and it fucked up the gun and the guy. And it's yeah, it was. And funny enough, it was the black dude that dodged lasers in fucking Resident Evil that got it.
Yep.
Irony. No, but here's the thing, Danny. Okay, that's a good question. So I would say, okay, I'm gonna say Danny Glover only because I feel Arnold. No. Back up. No, I'm gonna say Danny only because Danny was a very wild card factor.
Yeah, Danny had. I would say Danny being the most unpredictable, and the fact that he really was just a regular dude. You know, he wasn't like Arnold. You know, he wasn't some big, muscle bound commando or nothing like that. This is just
cop
wits. This is just a cop. It's just a cop. I should no. And here's the problem. I believe the Predator was actually asking himself. You're a cop. Why are you giving me so much work?
You know what? What we noticed is one of those things that we noticed is that when you strip the Predator down, it doesn't really fucking matter. When you finally get him where you almost on toe-to-toe ground with him, he gets
put hands on you
and loses. Like once you get it down to that, now, yeah, we should say Arnold he was the most in trouble with because Arnold was post-Vietnam special secret soldier. So yeah, he was probably the most
But once
dangerous.
you put them hands on Arnold, it kind of went 9-1.
Oh man, the second Arnold fell in that water.
That shit went from a 50-50 matchup to a 9-1 Predator.
Oh, no, it was a 50. No, Chris, it was a 50-50, all right. Predator gave him that 50-50 mix-up.
No. I said, before
he gave him half of this and half of this.
That's what I'm talking about. After he hit the water, it was a 50-50 mix-up.
It was a 9-1 matchup at that point. and I'm being nice on the one.
It was Brock Lesnar doing suplexes at that point. That's
like
all that
you
was.
See how the Predator plays in MKX. Like throws out all the weapons. He's got his traps. But yes, thank you, Brian. Going up against an overworked LA cop.
I understand.
My man,
I've been up for 25 hours.
First of all,
I lost
Harrington,
4 of my partners.
First of all, Harrington didn't have time. He didn't have the Batman prep time to try to set up any traps like Arnold did. He's going just straight off of wits alone. I'm taking this motherfucker down if it kills me.
Also, we have to keep mentioning this nigga clearly stayed away from water for hours on end.
First of all, that was his sweat. It retained all that water.
But here's the thing. Danny.
No, as soon as he gulped, it went right out.
Yep.
After he did that, though, it's the moment that, okay, I'm jumping ahead here. in the trailers for Predators, what's his face? Adrian Brody's character. There's a scene where you see multiple lasers on him in the trailer. Wasn't in the movie. It was really just one. But when you get to see Danny Glover, on the other hand, he has lasers pointed at his ass after he kills the Predator. And I gotta admit, it was tense because it's like, shit. So, because when you see stuff like this, I was like, oh fuck, oh fuck.
First of all, when the pull-up game is this strong, because they all pulled up on Danny.
Squad up.
They squad up on him. But again, as I said earlier, Danny just looked at all of them and said, "All right,
drop the weapon.
Who's next?" He didn't even. I don't even think he even dropped the weapon. He just said,
he did. He dropped it.
He dropped the weapon and just said, "Who's next?"
You know what that was right there? Here's the Predators. Nigga, you ain't about to beat nobody.
We'll let you go.
Just calm down. Calm down.
They just looked at each other and was like, all right, bring his ass inside. He's taking enough of a beating. Take him back to the house.
Like, beating the nigga, fucking bleeding.
Man, look at this nigga, man. He dead, man. You dead, nigga?
Like, take him back. Like, take him. Like, listen. Like, bring him on in. He's had enough.
No, I like how
he can rest.
No, come on, bro. Come on, bro. We watching the Bulls game, bro.
Well, as Malcolm said, they were watching the Lakers Knicks, so you know.
But they pick up the body and they take, and they carry it off because real talk, they were watching the whole time, and Danny did win honorably.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he did.
It was a one-on-one fight. The weapon was already there in possession. He used it, went to work, took out the Predator. Hey, respect. All of them just look at Danny and just said respect. And then the head Predator. I mean the head.
Hold up, Chris? Well, and then they picked up the body and did this.
Yeah, they did that. They definitely did that. But then the head Predator, just as they were all about to leave, tossed him. Raphael and Andonini's pistol. 17-15.
Now here's the thing. I made the assumption that the Predators came down and probably went after the tribe. My mistake. I don't think that happened.
I told you it didn't happen when we did Prey. I told you.
Yeah, then we talked about that.
Well, the mentioning thing of the aspect that the girl probably gave the Predator that gun,
which she did.
Yeah. So, because besides me, there were a lot of other people that theorized the Predators came down and did not even factor in what you said. They probably retrieved the body and it was like, "Hey, here's the gun."
I'm like, I was like, "Yo, read the comics. Like, you'll see what happens."
But I like how
there was actually a whole comic that dictates what happens.
But I like how
when they came down there. When they came down there, they came out there like, "Whoa,
all the heads.
Calm down, y'all. Calm down. We ain't about to fight. We just want our buddy's body." Also, by the way, I know y'all don't care. Look at this. By the way, I know y'all don't care. I understand it. We aliens. Who gives a fuck? But when you wear our blood on your face, that's really offensive to us. So, yeah, you deal with your racism.
So these Predators are Carinians.
Carinians.
I like he gives Danny Glover the gun, and when we see him walk away, he puts the sword down, like he puts the sword in like as a fucking, like he's just like, all right, I guess he came from battle, and walks off, and then the ship starts shaking. I'm like, so you ain't gonna let this dude just walk out before you decide to fly off, right?
Nah, fuck that nigga. He killed homie. He better hurry up.
He knew the assignment.
You big and bad to kill one of us. You big and bad to kill one of us. I think you can find the exit sign. I think that's what you got.
Hold up, you got two working legs. They squatted up on him. They were John Henry.
I mean, let's be real. Danny Glover was, like you said, overworked. He looked like a tired black man. That's somebody that's a dangerous person here. You don't mess with a tired black man that hasn't even eaten during the day.
This is a man who just wanted to go home. He wanted to go home and watch MASH.
Man, he looks like a MASH man to you? I don't know.
I would say so.
You think so?
I would say so.
Little House on the Prairie. Don't ask questions.
Green Acres.
That's his shit.
I like how this is it though.
Pottery Barn.
When he's just smiling like, yeah, I did
that out. Okay. Hey, Chris, you know what I see? Chris? Yeah,
I take that downtown cruise.
So this moment right here, that's when Keys is the last remaining member of Keys' boys runs up on Danny and goes, he says, man, he's like, did you see it? Like what the hell happened? The ship takes off, and he's like, damn it, we were so close. Don't worry, asshole. You get your chance. Meaning these motherfuckers will be back.
Oh, they'll be back. They will definitely be back because that's, and I mean, and that's the movie in a nutshell. But it's wild to me, just like, I think the stigma was because we seen Danny Glover in Lethal Weapon, where he's playing I'm too old for this shit, and I think a lot of folks still kind of had that stigma on him in this film, which went into their whole, I don't believe Danny Glover could beat him. I'm like, do you really have to believe it? Because it's just that's the point. It's you're supposed to enjoy the ride.
But that's how people are. But that's how
people forget
are.
that sometimes it's not the strongest motherfucker that would take out a predator. It's the most intelligent.
Yeah. Because I mean, if you could beat a predator by brute strength, Arnold and then would have fucking just jumped the fucking predator. That's what I'm saying.
He would have just went full hands. He would have said, "Fuck all the traps. I'm running hands. I'm calling you out. Take your shit off. Let's run these hands. I'm like, you want to get this fade?" But no.
Skip skip all that shit, my nigga. Fuck all that. We can get the clapping.
I mean, you know, and here's the thing.
You know what? Thank you, Mac. Yes, in the heat of the night.
Man,
I gotta get home. I gotta watch my show.
Gotta watch Gillespie's racist ass.
No. Actually, no. I gotta be. You know what? I understand why he's so racist. Nah, hear me out. In a town like that, in a white man like that, why y'all expecting this man?
Nah, you know what's kid? So the director.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I mean, so here's what the director of this movie was Stephen Hopkins.
Hey, you can't be running around looking like Patrick Ewing.
Stephen Hopkins directed this movie. Now, I didn't know this, but he actually directed Nightmare on Elm Street, The Dream Child. That's what got him the Predator 2 gig. Now, the kicker is there's another movie that I watched of his that I did enjoy, Judgment Night. Cuba Gooding Jr. and Emilio Estevez and what's his face? They're like these people. They were supposed to go to a basketball game. They end up in a rough neighborhood, and what's his face? Dennis Leary is the bad guy that being Dennis Leary the whole fucking movie, basically.
Wow.
Yeah, it's an insane movie. And I think John Leguizamo's in that movie too. But yeah, it's a wild movie. But the fact that like you got the guy that did Nightmare on Elm Street, and that's what parlayed him to Predator 2, he did a pretty good job, if I gotta admit. I mean,
and we got the GOAT Alan Silvestri returning to do the score.
I mean, when you hear that music slipping in the ship, it's a wrap.
Also, I did wanted to ask you gentlemen. So, did y'all know that this movie was originally going to be NC-17? The rating for
I think I remember hearing something about it.
They had to make so many cuts just to get it down to an R rating.
Guys, we were this close to getting Arnold in the sequel. You want to know why? Because the amount that was stopping Arnold from being in the movie, $250,000 extra, and he would have been in the movie.
So for $200,000 extra,
$250,000 more.
No, $250,000 more, we would have got Arnold back.
And you know what they were? They
bucked hard. They bucked hard. I was like, bruh.
I'm like, just give him the money.
I mean, the movie did. I mean, Predator 2 did do good in the box office. Don't get it twisted. But you gotta imagine if Arnold was in this.
You know what?
I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it really real. Given this movie's budget, which was anywhere from between $20 to $30 million, and the fact that they made 50, this movie got lucky. That's really what it was.
For me, what makes it so amazing is that the legacy that it left behind for me, because only black people have a relationship with this movie. It is so interesting how we all see the same way. Like, Daddy had no business living, but we was rooting for him so hard through this movie, man.
Oh, wait. Hold on, Chris. I'm sorry. Real quick. I did wanted to bring up God, this would have been interesting. This would have been a completely different Predator too. Let me tell you something. The movie was supposed to star well, not star, but it was supposed to bring back Arnold, but guess who was supposed to team up with him? Patrick Swayze.
Roadhouse Patrick Swayze.
Roadhouse Patrick Roadhouse Patrick Swayze, and another person was also considered for this movie as well, and that was Action Trump himself.
So Predator, I see you're gonna sit there and try to.
Can you imagine Action Trump neck breaking the Predator?
Judoing a fucking Predator.
No,
Aikido.
Wait, Chris. Hold on, Chris. Hey, Chris. It's 1992. We just got this.
I know God doesn't hate me, but I wanted that. God,
we just would have got.
No. He would have broke the Predator's fucking arm and just. Gah! It's like nobody's ever done that. Not even Arnold. But
boy, could y'all imagine?
Patrick Swayze roundhouse kicking the Predator.
No, it's the last scene of that movie. Action Trump sweating. All right, who's next?
You know what? Me being a director, I'm an asshole.
See, and this is the reason why Seagal got turned down for the movie. He was gonna have Harrington pretty much be a CIA psychiatrist and a martial arts expert. Boo.
There's a reason. There's a reason why. There's a reason why you will never get Jackie Chan versus the Predator. Even though I would love that, put Jackie Chan in Marlo's furniture store and just let him have that.
Actually, yeah, because I don't see Jackie Chan doing gorilla.
Put Jackie Chan in the Murrays.
I don't see Jackie Chan. Could you imagine that scene right there? He's like inside there. Gary Busey is already dead as shit. Jake just grabbing mounds of meat, throwing it at the motherfucking Predator.
I don't want no trouble. Now, here's the thing.
It's like chaos down here at Grand Union.
because Hollywood loves, and me and Prime talk about this on Morphin
What do you see, Billy?
I don't see nothing. There's something in the trees.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
No, do you remember the Jean-Claude suit that he wore in Predator 1?
The bug suit, yes.
They refurbished it for the Elder Predator suit that for that one that gives the gun to Danny Glover.
Oh, so that was the original design of the Predator.
They refurbished it. They refurbished it for that Elder Predator. That's why the Elder Predator kind of looks a little different than the other ones.
You got the juice now.
Pretty much.
Skip the juice. I got enough to go around.
So it does take, so they definitely had to take place 10 years, like 10 years after the first one. I also got to point out something real quick since we, because I got to mention it before we eventually talk about Predators. So D, do you know about, well, we all know, all three of us have played Alien versus Predator, the video game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Capcom, and I think Capcom had got a hold of the script from James Cameron, because this was this third movie was going to involve the Xenomorphs and the Predators, and it was supposed to be the Predators were going to team up with humans, special force guys, to take on the Xenomorphs, and that's where that whole movie tie-in game came from.
Yeah,
what's from a script.
You told me this now. Unfortunately, you told me this when we was talking about Aliens. I don't know which Alien movie, but I remember you telling me this when we went through the Alien series.
Yeah,
I remember hearing about it. Yeah,
it's just and that's what bugs me is that it was gonna happen 3 years after this movie came out. After Predator 2 came out, this movie was set to come out in 95.
Yeah, I just
how off the wall would that be if we'd have got Arnold Schwarzenegger back,
We would have got probably a half American, half Japanese woman to play Lin Kurosawa.
I do remember him mentioning this. John Lithgow was supposed to play Keys.
Interesting.
No.
I know.
That's real interesting.
And we we already went through this. We liked Lithgow when we was talking about what's the name? When we talked about what was the name of that movie? Cliffhanger. We like Lithgow, but this was Gary Busey. This was Gary Busey.
Yeah.
I mean, they went with Gary Busey.
This movie.
But yeah, it's interesting. Like you said, the legacy of this movie and how we as Black folks, we just grow right into it and stuff. And it's just this. At least to me, this was the movie that got me into the lore of Predator. Because, like I said, once you show a little kid that whole scene with all the predators decloaking, you got me. Like, I'm in.
I have to say that I wish more Black people, well, more Black nerds, clung to this movie the same way they cling to Goofy movie.
Well, I mean, they cling.
Not going to happen.
They cling to Meteor Man more so than Goofy.
No,
movie,
Chris,
so.
you got the wrong one. See. Niggas like the idea of clinging to Meteor Man. They like the idea of clinging to Blank Man. They cling to neither.
You only find one. You only find one Blank Man cosplayer and one Meteor Man cosplayer next to about 10 to 20 Powerline cosplayers.
Funny enough, that did happen apparently at a convention last year. There was a Meteor Man and a Blank Man cosplayer that did not meet up, and everybody was like, "How the fuck did that not happen?"
Here's what I said. Did you really wanted two below mediocre Black movies to team up?
First off, you would not.
Can we stop doing this?
You would not be
really
Robert Townsend. You would not besmirch Robert Townsend. All right.
I'm sorry. No, I will never besmirch Robert Townsend. I will do what he wants me to do as a Black man that is in the position that I am. Criticize me properly. Robert, that was a piece of shit and you know it. Woo, that was a comic book movie made by a nigga that never read a comic book before.
Nigga, you mean to tell me every time you use your powers it makes you tired?
Well, no, it's one of those. It's kind of like when you as a person want to create a comic book character from scratch.
It was
and you're
made by a person that don't understand how comics work.
They just
Wait,
play.
Hold on. Can I respond to this? Can I respond to this? Hey, Tank, you mean Blank Man never sang a song written by two white guys?
The white guys think it's whatever to be. It's at the end of the day, it's
don't do that.
I'm doing that because before we ever said it at that panel, everybody assumed, oh, Tevin wrote it. He wrote it. He sang it. He did blah 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 blah. No, he just sang it.
But at the end of the day, it don't matter if it's two white. I mean, dude, two white people can fucking write a Beyonce song. Guess what? Nobody's gonna give a fuck. They're gonna fucking sing their heart out to Beyonce.
No. Hey, Chris, I do because they love talking about how Beyonce is the queen of Mother of Africa. All 5 seconds, 7 seconds. Chris, let us talk trash about trash people.
Please, can we do that?
Why do you keep running? Keep running the Tampa 2 defense for a bunch of niggas that are going to listen? That are going to listen to a podcast like ours and did not.
I mean, hey, Tank has the best counterpoint. Well, for Backstreet Boys.
Hey, Chris,
don't be on subject.
Hold on, wait, Chris.
Take that spurious thing down because that's not true either.
Chris, listen to me. Nigga, you got glasses. The grenade is over there. I don't need you to be Whitehurst, all right? Don't be Whitehurst the situation.
Don't be Bruno Mars for them.
Yeah,
take it right to my brain.
Because there's other routes to go instead of, well, two white people go eye to eye. Okay.
All right, Chris.
How would you champion that song like he did the whole damn thing?
Hold on. No.
That's my argument.
Chris is defending the first 5 seconds.
It's like me defending My Name Is and Dr. Dre wrote it. I'm like, okay, it's still an okay song, but it ain't the great. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Hey, Chris, these analogies suck ass, by the way.
I like eye too, but it's like
what we're trying to tell you is that your running defense for a song you don't like. You just like the first 5 seconds of Eye to Eye. When it first starts, that production sounds perfect, and then the music starts and you stop listening. Don't do that.
No, I'm saying it. I'm just at the end of the day, it's just like
look, Eris. Me and Eris are gonna do an episode on Michael Jackson about the song the Jacksons made, Torture. I absolutely love Torture. Me and Eris are gonna sit for 2 whole hours dragging dragging every person that wrote.
I can't
Hold
wait.
on. If me and Eric's like Michael, and we're gonna drag Mike for the crap he did in that thing. So
I will
guess
say this
what?
though.
Any and all comers, nigga.
The point is,
Any
though,
and all comers.
if we have to bring black folks full circle back into Predator, I mean,
Listen, guys, the defense is decent.
defense.
Look,
All right.
these children, look. The young guys are trying their best.
Oh shit, man came out today. Fuck. Anyway, sorry.
Don't be bringing up a. Actually, you know what? I'm scared that thing might be this much good. Oh, I'm scared.
We'll see next
I'm
time,
scared.
kids.
I am so scared that EA probably tried.
But anyways, if we had to bring black folks back into the fold of Predator, right? I still want to go with my Shaka Zulu theory, but I feel that's too easy.
Here's the funny thing, Chris. I call bullshit. I think black people love Predator. Because I think it's one of the few times where we side on both sides of the thing, where a part of us see a nigga with all them dreadlocks jumping around, backflipping, invisible, shaking white people, but another side of us always root for the motherfucker that's beating them. And usually, the last 3 movies, we got to see people of color take a swing at that nigga. So I think black people have never really, it was like this. I think the fan base you want to see at the Predator is just not what you see out of black people, but it's there. It's definitely there. Trust me.
You know, D, and also considering this, the first people of color to take out a Predator is one that looks like us.
Yeah, and I mean
also, and I don't count this movie, but there's a bunch of girls our age that count this movie so much. When Sanaya Lathan survived, do you know what that did for black women?
No, not just surviving.
Do you know what that did?
Not just surviving. Sanaya Lathan rocking xenomorph parts like armor.
And look, and then the Predator going
Hunter tech. And used it.
And the Predator going,
protector.
And the Predator going like this. And the Predator going to her, I guess it is black girl magic. All of a sudden, so here's my thing, Eris. Here's my thing, Chris. I think black people have always had an attractiveness to the Predator, period. I will say this. We don't get excited for it as much as you. I know what you're saying, Chris. It's a missed opportunity that Hollywood need to hurry up and get on before niggas get mild on Predator. You got to give us
first off, Malcolm, I am not trying to keep Hoteps involved in this shit, so no. Oh, she has to help slaves in the Underground Railroad and kill predators.
With that, hey.
Okay, hold up.
That shotgun, the shotgun with the aim of Hawkeye, though.
Hold up.
I would say the odds are quite fair.
You could do this. You could actually do this and make it.
Is this like Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter now? Is this what the territory is?
Hey, Chris.
Depends on who's writing.
Hey, Chris. I'm sorry. It's hard to follow a 5-star performance of that. So we have to try and make it.
And I'm sorry, Chris, that the Coen brothers ain't writing this.
No, you don't understand.
My bad. Scorsese's busy, nigga.
No, you don't understand. When Abe Lincoln Vampire Hunter came out, I told D about how ridiculous that fucking movie was. And D was like, you serious? He watched it and was like, let me get this right. Anthony Mackie played a former slave that helps Abe Lincoln fight vampires.
The part that got me was like the train scene at the end.
Yes.
Oh Lord,
Eris, that train scene puts the shit in Bullet Train. It says, "Hold my fucking beer."
Oh my god, y'all remember the scene in Fast with the tank, where Shaw had the tanks and all that? Nothing on what happens at the end of that movie.
And it ends with vampires getting killed in a civil war, and I'm like, huh.
I am so dead, Mac. Sanaya Lathan didn't just survive. She played that Predator for us.
She really did, because she was like, hey, I saw the fucking alien go inside his chest. I ain't say nothing because, reasons.
boy, that Predator at the end was like, I gotta say though, man, so what you doing after?
Stab.
So, you doing anything after this? I know it's cold out here on this ice.
I know, right?
Oh, you want me to drop you off?
Dude, they took the body and said, bless up. And just bless up.
Boy, how would you want to find out? There's a black woman in the middle of this tundra. Like, what?
she gets sued by Wayland Yutani, like, you killed everybody, didn't you? No, it was aliens.
Oh, that's Wayland Yutani in present day Wayland Yutani. You better
you
better expect this is the grimiest of the grimiest.
Hey, D, it's present day Wayland Yutani. So so the currently acquired by Walmart.
Which
Actually,
means
look. I'm keeping it a buck. You actually mean discover. You actually mean discovery.
Not yet.
which is sick.
I look. I have a feeling that Discovery Comcast and Disney are already having their orgy. So when we're going to fuck the world over? I thought we were already doing it. Clean.
D, for the love of God, this is Earth 31, okay?
So we're gonna keep it. We keep it at Wayland Yutani right now is on the level of Norfolk Grumman. Like they have an alien spaceship. We don't have to know about it. They have one down.
Here's the sick part. There's an alien deep in the Arctic Ocean. Frozen solid.
Shut up, Chris. I already know where you're going with this, and damn it, I couldn't. I can hug you for this.
Sanaa Lathan knows that, and she doesn't say shit.
Wait, hold on. This alien will mimic the first thing it comes in contact with.
Don't.
They made that weird sound.
Hold on. Does she befriend a husky at some point?
Boy, at the end of that movie, you see Sanaa Lathan run through the snow with a motherfucking AK-47 shooting at her.
Hold up, having the worst aim in the history of ever.
How she missed it? She a black woman that's been running on 26 hours of.
Nigga, she emptied the clip and didn't hit a damn thing.
She fought Xenomorphs at this point. Don't do Earth like that.
Don't do Earth. No, Tank, you gotta understand. This could happen. We can do this. We can take the Xenomorphs, the Predators, and the Thing and put it together.
Hey, nigga, and fuck around with D. I will put Ben 10 into this and fuck your whole world up.
Now, here's the kicker about Predator 2. This shit opened Thanksgiving weekend, but it has some stiff competition.
I would say so. This is 92.
Opening weekend of Home Alone. Lost to Home Alone.
Yeah.
Lost to 3 Men and a Little Lady. Lost to Dance with Wolves.
How?
Yes. Well, yeah, Dancing with Wolves is on its 13th week.
No. I know how. Now, to a lot of people, a lot of young kids, they're like, how did that happen? Because during that time, white people were like, this is a real thing that happened.
Mm-hmm.
We must honor the Native Americans by looking at this white movie and not actually helping Native Americans. This is how we can do
it. Stop.
Anyways, number four, Predator. Number 5, Rocky 5. Number 6, Rescuers Down Under, which actually got a bump that week.
What week was it on?
It was on its second week.
Yeah, because Rescuers Down Under is one of the like 5-6 Disney movies that has infamously get Shining Wizard to the face constantly by the box office. It's one of those movies where it went out there. It was one of those movies that went out there. It's like this. We ain't getting none of this budget back. No, we're not.
I mean, but it sucked because it was still getting destroyed by the performance of Little Mermaid.
Yeah,
and like it got eaten up by Little Mermaid, I guess a little bit of Oliver and Company, and then what came after that? Beauty and the Beast. Slam the fuck out of Rescuers Down Under.
Exactly. And by that time, and I remember I actually went to the movie theater to see that, Joe. I remember hardly no kids in that thing. I'm dead serious.
And it sucks. And it sucks because it's such a good movie.
Here's the thing, and I was trying to kind of bringing this up to Chris. It's one of the good things about Disney and one of the bad things about Disney because it makes them lazy on the other end of this. Disney gets a chance to make these movies like this, and yeah, Some of them will bomb. Yeah, some you put out straight to DVD, kids ain't going to watch them. But then years later, you find out they're these gems of movies. And it's like, cool. And with that same thought process, Disney gets lazy, like, put it in our shit. Kids will watch it. Like that same thing goes hand in hand. You know what I mean? So, but it's kind of funny that that's one of the movies I remember in the 90s. It had advertising and nobody watched it. Like nobody watched it.
Here's another movie that it was on its 20th week, but it also got a bump up, just like Rescuers Down Under. Ghost.
Ghost was because remember Whitney or Whoopi and everybody else was getting their awards out for that thing. Only Whoopi was the only one that won that, didn't she?
Yeah.
Or like the director or something. I don't
know. It was Whoopi. Child's Play 2 at number 8.
Just to let everybody know, is there a chance we can do Ghost? Me and Chris have been talking about this every year. It just went through another no. Keep faith. We might get lazy.
Jacob's Ladder at number 9. That is a wild ass movie, by the way.
A movie I want us to review, but we're never going to review it. I would love for us to do Jacob's Ladder. I don't recommend the remake, and it's not because everybody's black. It's just for different reasons. It ain't great. You know, it's not great. That's why. It's just not great. There's the old one with
nothing
with
Andy Dufresne.
The one with Tim Robbins. Yes, definitely watch it. It is super underrated.
And number 10.
That's where nothing was beaten. Home Alone.
Number 10, Reversal of Fortune. If we're going to go number 11, Quickly Down Under, that was Tom Selleck. So
hold on, what week was Quickly Down Under? This is actually a good indication too.
6th week.
It was in 10. I call bullshit. Quickly Down Under was a movie that should never. Nobody.
That was the baseball one, right? Oh, that was Mr. Baseball.
You're thinking of Mr. Baseball.
Yeah,
Mr. Baseball. Actually, here's a funny thing.
No, Quickly Down Under was his Indiana Jones, I think, or some shit.
Yeah. Quickly Down Under wasn't that great, but Mr. Baseball is a fucking I adore that movie. It's not that it's like mid, but it's a great mid,
That is funny that Child's Play 2 was slapped all the way down to rank 8 in its 3rd week.
Now here's the thing. Honorable mention for a movie that also came out same opening weekend as Predator 2 that bombed. Robot Jocks.
What year was this again?
1990.
This was 1990, right?
Ugh. Robot Jocks. I did not know it opened.
Robot Jocks came out in 90. You sure it went like 88 or 87?
1990.
No, I say that for a good reason. If you
let's be real. We talked about, but we talked about the fact that it wasn't really until like 93, 94 that the 90s kind of start hitting, because in 1990, 91, 92, we were still getting that residual 80s energy in films. So, I mean, it makes sense, but the fact that they said, hey, throw Robot Jocks out for Thanksgiving weekend, the family is going to come. And I'm like, no, they're not. Like, what are you thinking?
Can't wait for Robot Jocks. Yeah, they like Transformers.
Well, Pacific Rim tag didn't say we can do it better.
But then, by December 14th to the 16th, Misery slaughtered Predator 2.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, that was a given. I mean, Home Alone was still number 1, but yeah, it was definitely
Home Alone stayed at number 1 for a long ass time.
I mean, but Predator had its moments and stuff, but yeah, it was definitely a time to like see the Predator. And if you can, there is like outtakes videos of Danny Glover and the Predator suit guys dancing, the Thriller, and having fun behind the scenes and stuff. It's surreal as hell watching it, because it's already like, if you see the people in the suits and the Predator suits, you're already like freaked out. But then you got these motherfuckers dancing around Danny Glover, and he's all smiling and laughing. I'm like, this is like, what?
All right, I'm gonna put one other thing out there, and I will say this, Chris. As much as we say that, everybody says they think about this movie is adored in its circles of Predator and of sci-fi and of this trope of type of movies. It's absolutely adored. Now, outside of that, it's not going to have the pop culture appeal that the first one had. Hell, it might not. And by the end of it might have the same appeal that Prey had. But as a sci-fi movie, this is an absolute classic. This is an absolute classic. And And I remember when we was putting ourselves out there when there was not that many black groups doing what we did. When we mentioned this to them, they're like, "Oh, fucking Predator 2 was awesome, man." That's when I thought Danny Glover became a superstar. And yada, white people love Danny Glover because of this movie. So, but there's another half of that that's like, this movie sucked because of Danny Glover. So I get what everybody hear. You're going to hear two different voices when it comes to this movie. That's just unfortunate.
I gotta ask a quick question. These guys must have had crazy strength to be doing all them crazy dances behind the scenes with that heavy ass gear on and the suits and shit.
I mean, that's
shout outs to you. Listen, shout outs to yo local or LA stuntmen and women. All right.
I mean, Dad. I mean, especially you getting a whole bunch of like tall dudes and stuff in the suits and stuff. So it was something. But yeah, that is it for Predator 2. Yeah, we're not doing Predators. So
we have one more good Predator movie to talk about.
Oh, man.
We need a good day.
Either a good day for that one.
Either a good day or a good audible to do Predators.
Yeah. So I guess what's next? We don't know yet.
Oh no, we nipping this in the bud. Next one is a classic, and we're doing it right. We're doing it. It's going to be Back to the Future. We're doing Back to the Future. Yeah, it's funny. We did all
one.
We did what we always did,
all
back in the day.
All
three in one to go. No, Back to the Future deserves us to go through all three of them. And the first one, still, I know it don't count. I know. We should talk about it more when we get there. Do y'all like the first one better than the second one, or y'all like me? Will you like the second one more than the first one?
Second one more than the first.
Okay,
don't get me wrong. The first one is a classic, but
the
first one is an absolute classic. I will never disrespect it. To me, it's like it's the same feeling that you get from when you watch Who Framed Roger Rabbit, because ironically, both of those movies were written, where Zemeckis. So
see,
I get that same energy. But to me, I love the second one more than the first.
I like the first one more than the second, but it's like slight. It's like small, like slight. I will say I like the third one a lot more. I appreciate it way more because I like
the older I got, the more I appreciate it.
Because it had a very Back to the Future 1 vibe to it. They stripped it down like, all right, we're just gonna tell a basic time travel movie. It's in the Old West. Boom, have fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
So
I kind of like that. I think with us going Back to the Future, seeing where we all sitting at as that movie came out when we were all kids and we're all grown men talking about this, and we get to say all the adult things and all the rest of this shit. Especially that one part where they tried to jump Marty and all those black guys came out the car smoking weed. That was cool.
Sir, it's called reefer.
Reefer. Yeah, hold on. Yeah. They were called. Hold on. They were smoking weed, and they were all referred to as spook.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're reefer addicts. They're reefer.
Hey, beat it, spook. This ain't got nothing to do with you.
And you have a random teenager kid wearing 3D glasses like a fucking goober.
Boy, my boy, but of course, Marty fucking up the whole timeline. Marty fucking up the whole timeline by doing nigga music.
Hey, Marvin, this is Marvin. Get Chuck on the phone. You hear this?
This is your Marvin Berry. This is sound you was talking about. Yeah, there's some cracker that did it. Yeah, I'm gonna kill his ass when I get out. He took out a knife. I'm gonna kick his.
I mean, let's be real. If it was possible,
that's a white people fantasy.
No, it is. But let's be real. If it was possible for us, if we went back in time, we would have done the same shit.
Oh, go back in the 90s go back in the 90s and start rapping like Wale and then blowing up.
Man, what the fuck? No, here's what you're gonna do. What you gonna do? When my parents, man, you don't have to be beautiful. Oh, what's
man?
Boy,
you put out that song before Prince does. That's great.
Actually, you're doing it wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, do, 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 do.
That is literally.
I don't need no money.
That is the literal plot point from Hot Tub Time Machine. When
yes, it was.
He did that, and I was like, "That is a genius idea." You took all the 2000 songs from Black Eyed Peas and you remixed it as your own. I was like, "Yo, that's
how you
genius."
do it.
That's how
Let
you
me tell you
do it.
something.
I go
Hot
play.
Tub Time Machine
I go
was
back to
so
that.
mid, it was great.
I would go back in time and be like, "Cause Mama used to say."
Yo, can you imagine the original artist like,
Boy,
hey,
Yo, Junior will beat my ass.
you sure about that? As you cash them checks.
If he
Boy.
heard I did that song and
Boy.
the nigga had already
Yeah, man.
wrote it, he
Hey,
just
hey,
didn't
hey.
release it yet. I
I
beat
got
him
my
to
new-
the punch.
I got my new bitches on singing a song. Hey baby, sing your song. You put in a rush on me. Here's Stephanie Mills. That motherfucker.
No. You know what? All three of us go back in time and do party all the time. Eddie Murphy and Rick James would be so
Because I really want to jump on the bandwagon before, you know, house music and all this shit jumping. Good vibrations. Doom, 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 doom.
So that means
doom,
Mark
doom,
Wahlberg
doom,
wouldn't
doom.
exist.
Exactly.
Oh hell yeah. Yo. Oh.
I'm the one that's in. I'm the one that's in fear. I'm the one that's in Renaissance man.
Hey, Chris. No, here's the bigger slap in the face. You go and get Snap to co-write the song with you.
Boy, Eric. Now, here's the funny thing. We doing all this messing around with shit. Finally, one day, both of us, all three of us, get burlap sacks overhead, beat the fuck up, thrown in the back of a van. We've been driving for hours and hours and hours, and finally we wake up. They take all the burlap sacks. We in the middle of the freaking mountains and shit. We like, where we at? We all of a sudden we just see him. You at my compound. We turn out, Rick James. How y'all motherfuckers got my motherfucking money? I'm like, how y'all motherfuckers make my song? I bet it's the short motherfucker, wasn't it? Here's me. It was theirs. Look, me and Chris ain't shit. It was theirs. It was theirs.
And hold up. Here's how I explain it. I'm like, listen, Mr. James, all this can be explained. Let me just reach into my pocket. I wrote the song. Why am I using a college ruled sheet of paper that didn't exist till 2001? And I'm writing the lyrics on it.
What is this?
Hey, Mr. James, sir, I need you to repeat it. Look, listen to this song. When the rain hits my window, I take a of some endo. Me and Eris, we sing it. There you go. Can we get kicking it live like Coco? So, do you want to play with my yo-yo? I spent my hydro on the D-Lo. Diggy, D-Lo. Rick James, that's a funky ass song, nigga.
Who got the keeps to my Jeep?
Like Rick, listen, I know you like rap, because I do think sometime in the future you might come out with a rap album. Who knows? Can I just throw a line at you? Listen, I got life. Sorry, Mike. It does matter if you're black or white, but I'm hanging with the black or whites.
I'm taking a step further. I would literally go back to like the 1970s and be like, broken glass everywhere. People, anybody like, just don't care.
That was 80s.
No, I think that was like 1980s. But
yeah, that came out. That was like 85.
Still, if I'm doing that shit in 1975, I'm a fucking submit myself in
y'all gotta be cages of chaos like me. Right there, 4 months before Godson come out. Hey, Jay-Z, come here. Next thing you know, we got a new song by Jay-Z. They shooting. I made you look.
No.
It's The Rock.
No. Not even it. All you hear is bend it.
Wait, he does.
Fuck my fear.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Here's the worst part, y'all. We give him the original lyrics that Nas wrote for Ether, and be like, look,
just replay
it. I'm like, listen, this is the lyrics. Just read this shit, rap over it, do whatever you need to do. Nas ain't got shit to say after this.
And for all y'all that remember, this will be the last one, trust me, because I'm about to close it on this one. No, this is true Agent of Chaos. What I did. All right, everybody, it's time for Trick Daddy's new song. Who that? Here's me. They were like, you gave Trick Daddy the wrong song. Yes, I did. Yes.
Who did take it to the house then? Ah,
Who did take it to the house?
Who did
Look,
take
who
it to the house then?
We actually had
Ron,
it. Look,
Ron
like this.
G.
Huh?
Ron G.
Ooh.
It hurts. It hurts. Michael
Give that
Jackson.
nigga a better career than what he got.
Look, it's like this. So, like, wait. Hey guys, why'd y'all come back from that past? See, what happened was we ended up giving Michael Jackson all these hit songs. He did very, very well. Somebody killed him in 2001. So yeah, we're not going down that path no more. We look, here's Eris. Lesson learned. It was a bloodbath.
I didn't think he was gonna let the chopper fly.
I didn't know that Mike had a gun on him. There was more people in there that died. I think Mike caused more innocent people to die.
But I thought it was the prop from Smooth Criminal. I didn't know that shit was real.
Look, man, his Jerry curl was looking all good. I was mesmerized. I ain't seen him take out the shot.
Somehow it warped the timeline to where Suge Knight got killed instead of Tupac. Insane.
Hold on.
Chris. Tupac was the one driving.
Man, right?
Hold up. Equivalent exchange, guys. Equivalent exchange. So, you know what that means, right? In 2006. Well, Tupac, what do you have to say? I have to say, man. I got to say, y'all, Senator McCain is going to be perfect for America. Oh, yeah.
Wait, this is the same Tupac. This is the same Tupac that told Dan Quayle to eat a dick up, right?
Hey, Eris, you can't give something up without taking something.
No. I'm talking. Listen, I am a practitioner of equivalent exchange. Okay, I understand. Yeah. I study it. I am a student of equivalent exchange. So if that's the case, then I do believe one Chris Wallace. Ooh, yeah, he would be a high endorser for one Donald J. Trump.
No.
Yes, he would.
I know I'm applauding you, but no. You know what he would have been? How y'all doing? I'm Chris Wallace. And you know what? I started joining Jared on this challenge for these Subway sandwiches. And I got to admit, he's right. Me and Jerry hang out all the time. Yes, we do, Biggie. Yes, we do. We go to all the schools and we go to all the around the little children and tell them they can be better. You see what happens? You see what happens when you keep them alive?
You're thinking too low. Tupac and Biggie being alive means that 50 Cent gets shot 9 times and dies, which means we get no power, which means we don't get no P-Valley, and all is right in the world and television media.
I was going to say, no, Chris. Where's the downside?
No, Eris, there is a downside. Chris, if they live, that means they both retire from rap. So that means there's no 50 Cent, means there's no buffer for Eminem, meaning that rap ends in 2004 because there's no one to stop Eminem.
Bro, Ja Rule in this weird situation, Ja Rule will be picking up all the time.
Who knows? Who knew Ja Rule's right?
Gentlemen, all it takes is for you to just mention his daughter. Oh, wait, hold on. His daughter doesn't exist.
Oh, hold on. Here's me.
So what does he have to talk about during his first album?
His baby mom, well, some chick that he's with that he had a bender with.
So it's just a white boy talking about. Oh my God, the album will be terrible.
No, it would be a dead hooker that he accidentally killed and still
named Kimberly. Named Kimberly. Just so happened her name was Kim.
Also, you know this means, right? This just means Kid Rock will be on stage with Biggie Smalls for a duet. So
no, Kid Rock will be on stage with Biggie Smalls tossing mics.
Man, I feel like there's something.
Wouldn't even be him and running DMC.
Actually, no. I think something else happens. You know, once they say like a certain predator is out of the wild, something will thrive. It's not there. Yada yada yada. Whatever. Fuck all that. What D is saying is this: LL Cool J becomes what we all feared him to become. If there is no Tupac and Biggie there to when they died, that was LL saying, time to go to another career. So I'm going to act. This time, he doesn't stop rapping. In fact, he stops him still rapping stops a couple of people's careers dead on sight. Look, I know what you're saying. At least Benny Siegel will still be here.
Actually, LL stops a young Kanye. Anyways, that is it.
My God,
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future next week. We're going to have more jokes like this. Holy crap.